H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Tuesday, and we made it through the storm. A friend of mine, I saw he text last night and said, they always talking about we finna have all these storms. There's gonna be all of this, and you go fill up your car, you go buy all of these groceries. Can I take all of these groceries back? What do y'all think about that? Can I take all of these groceries and all these supplies I buy? Can I take them back? But shout out to everybody. I hope everybody's safe. I heard that we had 400,000 people without power, so some of our people might not have power. But I hope they got a little juice on their battery so they're able for 2 hours to watch the Chop Shop today. And do me a favor, text a friend, tell a friend, tag a friend. And just tell them the Chop Shop is on today. I found out something. They are releasing. We are releasing. Well, they are released. RCS Sports is releasing the 2023 rankings today. Okay, coming up shortly. So text a friend, tell your friend. If you know anybody in that 2023 class, they're gonna be talked about today. They're gonna be the rankings gonna come on today. But I'm glad to see everybody safe. Y'all got to realize we as a community, we've had our up and downs, but guess what? The most of us, we kept safe. We kept the faith through this pandemic, through all of this crazy stuff that happened through the storm. Y'all remember we was they turned out our grid. They turned out, the rolling grid and turn out our power. People were cold and people were, I am just so glad, man. I'm just so glad and grateful, like I said, every day to have y'all. When this thing boot up in the morning and see your faces and see your comments, because today is Tuesday. And let me shout out to my starting five today. The starting five are the five people that I affectionately call the starting five because they the first five to sign up to the Chop Shop feed. So they are Daryl Anderson, Corey Willis, Brandy Nickerson, Trey Phillips, and Marissa Smith. She made it early in here today. And the sixth man of the day is Tyrone Caldwell. Welcome, Tyrone. What's going on? And what's up, Rod Wells? And hey, Tori. That is Moody, Chicago finest, Gary Sinclair. Gary, happy birthday, man. My bad. I should have said it. I meant to say it yesterday, Gary, but happy birthday to Gary Sinclair. Y'all, he's on the feed now. Y'all shower him with birthday wishes, G. Y'all look like y'all had a good time out there, G. But I just had to shout you out, Doc. What's up, Troy Callahan, Tamika? Who else we got? Jameson Morrow, Jameson Mario, your baby gone now, boy. What y'all? I see you and your wife doing a lot of stuff right now since your daughter's gone, since Jada's gone. But Jalen Johnson, that's my man. What's up, Jalen? Jalen Johnson in the building. What's going on, Jalen? I guess y'all didn't have school today. I know they've been telling you how I've been talking about. Jay, I'm going to tell you the truth. I never seen you play, but I've seen your videos, and I can't wait to see you play, young man. Robert Hatter going to get his behind up and come and watch you play. Don't you worry about it. You got a great supporter for you. Me, I'm going to support you. Been hearing your name. Your name just, you and this, you Johnson boys, you and that Angel Johnson and Jalen Johnson, your name's just been ringing. I can't wait to watch you young players suit up. What's up, everybody? I'm just trying to give everybody, who else? What's up? Ivan Pettit is in the building. Rice University finest. Y'all better go back and go. Oh, Ivan Pettit, y'all just, and his son, hey, both of them was hoopers. Right. Don't get it twisted. Hey, it's and I just love this unique Chop Shop family. Brandy says she get to watch the whole entire show today. Brandon, I got some topics. Brandon, I'm waiting on one person to get on this feed because he texted me this morning with some mess. And you know how I'm going to do, Brandy. Brandy, you know what? And I keep trying to tell people, what's up, Junior? What my girl? What Tori? If you text me, right, a point, don't you know I'm gonna look up the point and I'm gonna have my opinion about it, right? If you put something on this feed right here, I got a screen so big I can see it. Do y'all know some people expect for me not to say nothing about it? But they big and bold enough to put it on the screen. Unless I welcome that. But if you're big and bad enough to put it on the screen, I'm gonna come in, but I might not. Listen to me, y'all. All I do is try to make you think. I see when you put a comment on there, I'm going to question it because I just want to hear your viewpoint. You follow me? Tori, all I want to do is just make you say, oh, come back at me. Because I want you to, we want on this show, we got young guys like Jalen Johnson on the show. We got to put ourselves in a position. These kids, I told my daughter a long time ago, you don't want to be around a man you can't learn nothing from. You follow me? You know, that's how God had it planned. He made Adam first, and then he had Eve, a helper. And his job was to teach his woman. I'll never forget. I was reading the text one time, and when Eve ate the apple, and when he came back to talk to Adam, he just said, now to Eve, he spoke to Adam. He said, Adam, where were you when your woman was eating that apple? That woman you gave me, she ate that apple. No, dude. I put you in charge of your woman. You got to be the man of the house, Adam. So we got a responsibility, y'all, in this next generation to help the next generation. You know, we got to pass the baton. We don't have to pass the torch, but we can light their torch. We can pass the baton. You follow me? So that's all. I just want to share that with y'all. So much stuff going on. Share the show. Hey, Jalen, call all your friends. Jalen, this is what I want you to do for me. Jalen, text all your partners. Jalen, since you're on YouTube, go to your YouTube, because I know a lot of people will follow you, Jalen. Jalen, you go to your YouTube and you push the share button down there somewhere. You can, if the comments up there, push that minimize button, and you can see where it says share. And you share it, text people out and say, I'm watching the Chop Shop. Subscribe to the Chop Shop, htx@gmail.com. And Jalen, I hope you subscribe. Let's make that happen, because let me tell you, I need these younger generation watching this show when they get a chance, Jalen. because sometimes your parents don't give it to you. They don't know how to give it to you. I need this younger generation giving. Jalen, I'm telling you, y'all need this. If we talking about y'all, and then by the time you hear your cousins or somebody been and watered it down. So Jalen, I'm gonna appoint you. You're gonna be my point person to the next generation of the chop shop, getting to the next generation. And I know you can do it. You're a leader on the court. Now, I'm just trying to help you with your leadership off the court. I saw some things over the day, over the week, night. I saw where TJ Ford has posted some stuff. Him in the gym with a lot of kids in the area. Had James Harden talking to the kids. I didn't put it on the feed because they had a couple of little harsh words in there, and I didn't really want to put it on the feed. But do me a favor, go follow TJ Ford Basketball, TJ Ford, and him and James Harden, and they're just talking to these guys about life. And James Harden said, look, man, see, back when I came up playing sports, we didn't play sports with the mindset, I didn't, with the mindset that I can provide my family with generational wealth. When I came up, the NBA wasn't like it is now. You know, some of them guys in the NFL used to have summer jobs. I told y'all, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird saved the league. Michael Jordan made it global, and LeBron James made it mobile. Those are the way I just watched the industry work. But James Harden was telling these kids about being able to, y'all in this gym, give it all you got. You come in here, he told one dude, you ain't sweating. Dude talking about, I don't sweat. I said, he said, well, your behind need to be sweating. He said, look at me. I'm sweating already, and this is a light workout. But our young kids, and he just said, and he didn't make a blanket statement. He said, I don't know your situation. Some of you kids, what he was saying, some of you kids might be already all right. But this game of basketball has taken me all over the world and got generational wealth for my family and my kids. But back when I was coming up, Robert Risen was coming up, when Ed Russell, we didn't think that way. It was a way to go to college. It was a way, I didn't think, well, maybe, because if I go to college and I do the right things, maybe I could have generational wealth. You know, because guess what? I was blessed enough to be in a position to send my son to Ivy League school. So so that's generational wealth. So guess what? He in a position now that his kids gonna think they got to grow up going to Ivy League school. But guess what? If they go to HBCU, I ain't mad. You follow me? So, but it's just a unique advantage we have. James Harden in the gym without kids. TJ Ford in the y'all got to realize that. Now, let me help you. I know. So, I don't like James Harden. Nah. Do me a favor. If you ever see a pro athlete or a pro basketball player, okay, a professional basketball player, an NBA basketball player, and you get him off to himself alone, and you ask him about James Harden in his game, and you'll be surprised at what you hear. But share the show, everybody. Let me see. Did I share it? Let's share the show right now, because it's gonna get cracking in a minute. It's Tuesday. I hope people have everybody's safe. Like I told you, a partner of mine, he posted this morning. He said, "Man, I get tired of all of this stuff. We doing all of this stuff for." Going and buying all this stuff from the store. I went to the store last night. I went and got stuff. I listened to the gym, and I went and gassed up the cars though. I did that. You need to do that anyway. But it was just unique, man. It was just unique going to the store, getting last minute stuff. And guess what? Ain't nothing happened. But it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather need it and not have it than to have it and not need it. I learned that. But who used to say that? Reverend Ike, long time ago. So I saw something yesterday. Hey, Dr. Green, how you doing? Dr. Green, Welcome to the Chop Shop. I'm Robert Hatter. Jim Hicks is my co-host. He'll be on just shortly. Just text me. Dorothy Green, I haven't seen your name before. Okay? Welcome to the show. But do me a favor, Dorothy. Go over to YouTube. Type in Chop Shop HTX and subscribe to our YouTube because this show is broadcast simultaneously at the same time on YouTube. Just in case something happened with your Facebook feed, Dorothy, you can go right over there and click in and go to work. Okay? I got, when I see new names up there, I have to make sure. Akila, I know you probably already have, but sometimes somebody asked me one time, Robert, do you prompt people every day and let them know? I say, yeah. Chad Growth, thank you, Chad. Chad Growth will be in town this weekend from Area Codes Basketball Checking. He from Phoenix, Arizona. He called me this morning. He got this camp. And Chad, you let me know, is the camp closed? Because I know you're limited to people that can come. He got this camp. It's called the 5th Annual Houston Hidden Top Prospects Showcase. Thursday, September the 16th at the Thunder Gym on Chimney Rock. Area code basketball. Chad is coming from Phoenix. Great guy. I knew him when I lived in Phoenix. Y'all got to understand. In 2000, if you go back, the Phoenix Suns created this backcourt called Backcourt 2000. They was gonna have Jason Kidd, Penny Hardaway. So me and Penny, we left Orlando, went to Phoenix. I was staying in Phoenix. Make sure Penny get acclimated to Phoenix. Stayed there and I met Chad Grove back there. Well, I tried to met him before that, but I was in Phoenix all the time, and I met him, and he's coming here to help and do a camp. I don't know. He's probably in partnership with somebody here in Houston. But you know what I love about him? A long time ago, he called the people in Houston. He didn't just come here and shut up shop. He said, man, if it's all right on this date, is anybody doing something on this date? I just want to come in and do some stuff to expose some of your kids to what I'm doing out here in Phoenix. And shout out to Kobe Raspberry. I see Tori. I saw I don't know the name of the college, but I'm just thank the young kid. I've been watching him work. I've been watching how y'all been working. He got his first offer, maybe second offer. I don't know. But guess what, Kobe? Just keep working, baby. See what you did? You didn't talk that much. You just kept working, and watch what happened to you. Dorothy Green, Seattle. Hey, Miss Green, you're Keisha Stewart's mom. I know you proud of your grandson. Hey, Miss Green, I wasn't going to tell Keisha them this. But let me tell you something. I talked to couple of players on the team up there where your grandson is playing. He is getting it in. See, what freshmen don't understand, when young freshmen go to college, basketball freshmen, the best way to get you on the floor is defensively. And Caleb is up there defending defense. I mean, let me tell you something. When the players telling me about him, forget the coaches, because they're going to do that coach speak. But the players were telling me that your grandson is balling. Okay? Balling. So guess what? You're gonna have to come from Seattle. That's the longest flight in the world. Dorothy Green. I used to be up there a lot when Rashard Lewis was playing up there. That was the longest flight from Houston to me, known to man. It just seemed like I was going overseas. But shout out to Dorothy Green. And Miss Green, do me a favor. Go over to the YouTube and click go type in Chop Shop HTX and then subscribe to our YouTube page also. So if something happened on Facebook, you can see what happens. Because guess what? We're going to talk about your grandson. Because guess what? Every week, I think, we keep up and see what the freshmen are doing. And we get a report and talk about what the freshmen are doing in college. Because we like to look out for our guys and watch and see the progress of our guys once they leave the high school realm. Thanks, Cameron University in Oklahoma. That's the school that Kobe Raspberry got an offer from. Victoria, she said, I am so proud of my grandson. I go to Houston all the time. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. But shout out y'all. But let me tell y'all something. Speaking of college athletes, though, I saw something. Miss Green, I'm glad you here. I saw something. I saw it going across the ticker this morning, Miss Green. And Miss Green, I need you to help me with it. Because I need you to help me this morning. Come across the ticker. I haven't researched it yet. So I need you LSU people. Check this out. LSU running back John Emery Jr. out for the season. Okay? Miss Green. Sources confirm the reason for his absence is related to academics. Miss Green. Miss Green. You're going to LSU. And I'm wondering, Miss Green, LSU just got beat, right? They didn't announce this before the butt whooping. But after the butt whooping, I don't know John Emery Jr., and I haven't did enough research. I saw it coming across the ticker. If anybody got some more information about it, help me with it. But this is the information I have. Think about this, Miss Green. John Emery Jr. So guess what? He carries and represents his family and his dad's name. And he's cost the ticker. I told my son is Robert Hatter IV. And I told him, dude, you got a responsibility. You can't shame the name. You follow me? So we spending all this time trying to be a great running back, trying to be a great basketball player. But when you go to school, if you want to go to school, it's called student athlete, young man. I was thinking about this NIL stuff, Miss Green. The NIL mean the national, it's what they're doing is it's a new thing where the players are able, name, image, and likeness. They are able to benefit from their name, image, and likeness, just like the university does. But I saw a couple of they said they got paid quarterbacks in college who got all of these, and they supposedly endorsing the deal, but they haven't been playing that well, Miss Green. Explain that to me, Miss Green. We got how do these alumni, Ken Gamble, that's kind of short-sighted right there. See, you still worried about football. See, we got Ken Gamble said, let me put this up there. I just explained something that was very, very important. And Ken Gamble, this is what he said, more reps for Houston Joshua. What about the kid and not getting his grades? That's the point of this, Ken Gamble. Not that somebody else gonna play in his place. We already know somebody else gonna play in his place. But we got a young kid that got a chance to go, took one of the spots at LSU, and now he didn't go get his grades, and they posted it, and it was about academics. And y'all wonder why I'm always talking about Deion Sanders and Jackson State. Let me tell you something. I'm going to talk about them. Thank you, Ken Dean. Nobody cares about the kids. Let's find out why this kid. Of course, everybody can be replaced on the field. But all the resources that LSU have. How do this kid fall academically? I want to know what his major is, or somebody tell him. I want to know. Somebody help me. Matter of fact, Miss Green. You got one of Caleb's teammates' parents, Ken Lofton, on the screen right now. It's Ken Lofton. He said, hope to meet you at the LA Tech games. His son plays with Caleb. See that? Miss Green, this is how this stuff goes. This is how the chop shop goes. But y'all, we got to do better, man. And y'all, prayers up. Prayers up to Brad Jordan. I got a little text this morning. Brad Jordan, Scarface. He was reportedly undergoing a kidney transplant today. So let's pray for him right now. He's one of our owners, the Scarface of the Ghetto Boys and all that back then. So let's lift our prayers up for Brad. He's been going through it physically and medically. Let's keep praying him through it. Just wanted to share that with y'all. And before when I take this break, I want y'all to hear. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for playing this. But I'm gonna play it because I think we need to hear this. It's from what just happened with the young man at LSU and what's happening in this country. This is why Deion Sanders so special to me.
I was called by God himself to come here and provoke change.
Long throw down the field. Touchdown.
Come in here flat like a dollar bill and come out 4 quarters. I mean change. You got to be willing to be that guy to accomplish your goals, and I'm more than willing.
What's the biggest lesson you learned last year about coaching at this level?
First and foremost, there's some great coaches at this level. And thank God that now they've been exposed, and they've been seen, they've been heard, that they can really coach. This isn't just a job you jump into because you have credentials. You gotta wanna do this. You gotta go to bed with these kids on your mind, with the program on your mind. What can you come back tomorrow and enhance? You don't just jump into this HBCU thinking you finna just soar. No, baby. It's faith to faith, glory to glory. It's different levels to this thing. It's not just about winning. Right? We gonna win. It's about making things better for everybody. Not just Jackson State, Mississippi Valley State, Alcorn, Grambling, FAMU. I could keep going. For everybody.
And Jones is dropped. Big fella getting in the end zone, doing the prime time dance.
The expectations are high. You got 9 SEC transfers, you had a great recruiting class. How do you teach your kids to handle the expectations around here?
We're not recruiting guys or signing guys or having guys inside this locker room that don't want it all. If you just want to play football, this ain't a place for you. But if you want to go pro and be a professional and dominate and learn this game within the game and the game of life as well, this is the spot for you. But if you just want to play football, you can do that in the parking lot.
What's it mean for you to have your sons here with you?
It means a lot not to just be present in their life, but to be present in their life. I get to see them mature right before my eyes, and I get to see them play. And I get to father them. Every once in a while, they say, okay, I need to get I need a coach. But it's not only them, I have like 110 in the locker room, and I love being in that position.
Is there a difference?
I can, and that don't start on game day. And heard that they can really coach.
Welcome back, man. I don't know what happened. I guess it was a little hiccup in the thing, but shout out to Deion Sanders. And, watch your mouth on that one, Rod. You don't know nobody else's walk, what nobody else's walk in life is. I think it's an admirable thing. And shout out to his son, Shedeur Sanders, because I know they're not going to talk about this elsewhere. Shedeur Sanders is showing that he can handle Jackson State's offense, the Southern Heritage class. This young man was the MVP. He was 30 of 40 for 362 yards and 3 TDs in their first win in their win over TSU. Eddie George, I thought about Eddie George today. He is making Soul, SOUL, the focus of the Tigers Tigers football team. He said SOUL is an acronym for selflessness, oneness, unity, and larger purpose. A concept George learned from reading former Coach Tony Dungy's book, The Soul of a Team. Shout out to all the HBCUs. I'm going to highlight them and talk about them a lot more because they need it. This kind of show that needed to talk about HBCUs a lot. I saw something. First of all, let's go. Y'all like football? Did y'all see that football game last night? Did y'all see anybody did y'all see anybody that's been on this show that was at that football game last night? Did y'all see? I mean, what do y'all think about that play? The last play, and I want to play something from Derek Carr. Y'all got to remember, Derek Carr is how do I explain this, y'all? Derek Carr is what's his brother name? What's his brother name? Carr. It's Derek Carr. What's the brother's name? Somebody help me. Derek Carr and David Carr. Sorry, David Carr. I got it. David Carr. He used to play for the Texans. I think he was the Texans' first quarterback, right? David Carr. So when Andre Johnson came, thank y'all. I got it. I see it. I beat y'all to it. When Andre Johnson came, I had access to the Texans a lot. I used to go to every practice, every game, everything. I mean, everything. Me and Lil Robert in tow, every game. So this little boy, David Carr brother, we was a little boy. Just around there throwing the ball. Yo, listen to me. I've watched this boy grow up and be a grown man. It's no Robert Risen. It wasn't Rod Wilson. Robert Risen. Let's go. Not Rod. Rod Wilson has never been on this show, so I'm gonna let you get your typo right. But not Rod Wilson, but Woodson. It's a different Wilson. But I watched this boy grow up, Miss Green. Little bitty young kid, 11, 12. I don't know how old he was. Now he's a starting quarterback for the Los Angeles Raiders now. The Las Vegas Raiders now. And it's just so unbelievable to see this. And y'all, let me tell you, the coach had been treating him bad. If you go back and read, Chucky don't like him, the coach for the Raiders. Now he's saying he don't like him. He just haven't given him his endorsement. And a lot. So it's been a lot of stuff. So when a couple of years ago, they were in LA. So John Gruden, who was the coach of the Raiders, he went out to Vegas and bought a house, right? Nice house. So guess what Derek Carr did? He went out and bought the house right next door to him. He said, I'm going to make you love me. He went and bought the house right next door, right in the neighborhood, might be right next door. And so this guy, everybody talking about he ain't this, not this, he not this, he not this, he not this. But this guy came through last night in a great duel. Shout out to Lamar Jackson also. It was going back and forth. He just had two unfortunate fumbles last night. But that last play, that young guy on the last play, I'm going to show y'all. I got to share this with y'all. His name's Zay Jones. Hold on. Let me get Jim in here first. Oh, he ain't ready yet. No way. I see him. But Zay Jones, check this out. This is what I like about Derek Carr. Watch he give credit to a kid that we probably wouldn't have never even talked about. Watch this.
Take the touchdown pass to Zay Jones. It wasn't to Waller. It wasn't to Ruggs. It wasn't to Edwards. It was to Zay Jones.
That's right. Beautiful thing about that is there was an audible that Coach told me, hey, during the week, if we ever get this look, get ready for this play. And Zay Jones was in. Zay Jones, since he got to our team, every time I ask him to throw, he's there at 6 a.m. Every time. He's never missed one. So to see him come up with a game winner like that, the last two times we've been Monday night, he has 2 touchdowns. I hope everyone in the world roots for Zay Jones because he works harder than anybody on our team.
It's weak.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all noticed the glowing? This is what a leader does. A leader give Leaders Eat Last. I told y'all there's a great book to read, Leaders Eat Last. He talked about, I said, young man, meet me. If you want to get better, meet me at 6 in the morning. He said he never missed one. See, we can't overlook that. We can't overlook that, but I hope Jalen Johnson, Jimmy, it was on the feed earlier. Jalen Johnson, the basketball player, the young fella, he's on the feed earlier. I got you in the, yeah. And I hope he's still there because I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him right now. But Jalen, those are the kind of things that people remember. Jimmy, I like you. Those are the kind of things, Jimmy, that people remember. This man said at 6 o'clock in the morning, when I'm doing things, this guy there, he's and never missed a time. Jimmy, I before you came on, Jimmy, I had to talk about the young kid from LSU. Jimmy, they didn't mention this until he got cut. I mean, until LSU lost. But John Emery Jr. got to sit out for the season because it's related to academics. Jimmy, LSU, all them players ain't but one. Jimmy, something just wasn't right about that one to me, Jimmy. So what's up, man? Welcome to the show. I know you got great news. 2023 rankings about to be released. Y'all better text a friend, tag a friend, tell a friend. Y'all finna hear it first right here, the release of the 2023 ranking. Wait a minute, Jimmy. I thought that was 22 is what you did yesterday, right?
Yeah, 22.
So 23. Yesterday. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a lot of these kids I don't know, but it's probably a few of them I do know. So what's going on? What you got, baby?
Oh, yeah. I see the young fella, Jalen Johnson. There's no school around Greater Houston today.
Oh.
So a lot of the young fellas are at home and they're getting a rare opportunity to check out the Chop Shop and see how we rock.
Right.
So that means now we got to kind of watch our language a little bit.
Yeah, we can't talk crazy.
Some of the young fellas. We're going to make it kind of PG-ish.
Jimmy, I've been a good
boy. You get damn out of me, but that's about all you're going to get out of me today. You're going to get, and so, but yes, yesterday we released the class of 2022 rankings.
Right.
And look him up. What do we have this young fella at so that a lot of people.
Okay, keep on talking. I got to get to
Boom Room. Huh. In case you don't understand, a lot of first-time viewers may be in there. Chop Shop, we run simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. And people are conversating, interacting with each other as we are at the same time.
Yes.
The conversations often are filled with intelligence. You understand? This ain't... you better come correct or you will get chopped up by the Boom Room. And that's how it works on the Chop Shop. So we want you to share the show. That's one of the first things that you do when you come in. It's kind of like you go into grandmama's house, you got to wipe your feet. Some cases, depending on what part of the country you're from, take your shoes off. Well, you got to share the show.
By the way, Jim,
in the door and share the show on your way out the door and the Chop Shop. So
Jalen is number 26. Jimmy, Jalen number 26.
So he's number 26.
Yes.
So this is what this means, guys. He's at Summer Creek High School. He, of all of the 12th graders in approximately a 900 square mile radius, that means everything that's in the perimeters of, let's take the Golden Triangle, the Beaumont, Silsbee area, shade that in. Go up to the Diboll area, Lufkin, Diboll, shade that on downward. All the way over to, let's go over to Huntsville, shade that on downward. All the way over to College Station, shade that down. Then draw the line all the way down to the bottom to Freeport, down there where Browsersport, Angleton, and all that down that way, and shade that on in, and then going over to Galveston. Everything inside of there, he's the 26th best performing 12th grader right now. That don't mean he's going to be the 26th best pro, the 26th college player taken. That means right now, he's the 26th best performer in comparison with all the 12th graders. So we want to give him, if you get a chance to see Summer Creek, then you check him out. Show him support. You know?
And Jimmy, guess what I adopted him, Jimmy? Jimmy, I adopted Jalen as going to be the chop shop liaison to the younger generation. I told him to text him and let his people and let his peers know on YouTube it's a chop shop. I know the young cats don't like Facebook, and I understand. Jalen, that's why I got YouTube for you. And as soon as they open up and let us be on, because they hadn't opened up this platform and allowed us to stream directly into the Snapchat and all that. As soon as they open that up, we're gonna do that too. But right now, Jalen, we deputizing you. You the new sheriff in town. You our liaison to the next generation. Jimmy, I just wanted to add that to him. What else you got?
That's cool. That's cool stuff. And in case and in case you're wondering, he was number 34 just 2 months ago. So I'm seeing.
So he got an hour.
So Herb Baker saying that's too low for him. Here's the thing: when you get to 12th graders, when they get to the 12th grade, what I've learned, you can't play coochie coo with these kids no more because it can really mess them up and it can psychologically. This one is real when they get to the 12th grade.
Okay.
So you want to put him in a position to whereas he has room to grow up. He's already trending upward, right? So that means now Summer Creek, they're going to play at the Super 16 Extravaganza in 2 weeks. That's the Fall High School Championships. Guess who's in the pool with them, Hal?
Who?
Cy Ranch.
Okay.
The head coach from Summer Creek say, give us them dudes.
Cy Ranch?
He called them. He want them.
I like that.
I don't know why. He might got a speeding ticket in Cyprus or something. I don't even know. He want it. But guess what? I'm going to give you just what you want. So now, Jalen has a chance to move upward even more with a great performance at the Super 16. Because the next rankings come out in November in the magazine. That's the rankings going into the regular season. So then he has another chance to move upward at the Christmas break. So now he's in perfect position. And that's the thing. And then, guys, understand something. Let me get y'all, because a lot of people don't have understanding or don't want to apply their understanding.
All right, Jimmy, watch it now, because Jalen on here, you can't say nothing bad. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't say nothing bad.
Okay, all right, okay.
If a player is what numbers he say is? I got him
26.
26.
In the fourth largest city. Hold up, in the fourth largest city in the union. But keep going.
So when you on these rankings, when you get to 12th grade, and I've said this several times, but I know everybody doesn't watch and everybody doesn't get it on the same day. All eggs don't hatch, on the same day. Look at this stuff as a range. And the range will help. The numbers aren't going to always be where the people want the numbers to be for as a person. But look at the range. Here's how you tell if a person is in the proper range in the 12th grade. When it comes to the fall, September of their 12th grade year, if you look 3 players up and 3 players down, the recruitment of those 6 players combined, is there a drastic difference than what yours is?
Say that again, Jimmy. Repeat that again, Jimmy. I like that.
If you take, let's say if you're number 30, let's say if you're number 20. You look at number 19, 18, 17, right? Maybe even 16, 3, 4 up. Then you look at number 21 through 24.
Okay.
What colleges are recruiting those players right now? What the 3 or 4 on top of you, right? or the 3 and 4 and the 3 and 4 below you. Here's why this is important. This is for 12th graders only. Because if you look upward, let's say if you have no Division I offers, but the 3 guys above you, all 3 have Division I offers. The 3 below you, they don't have Division I offers. That means you in the right range. Whether you like it or not, right now. That means you got a chance to do something about it. Now, let's say you have Division I offers, committable Division I offers, not manufactured Division I offers, committable.
Okay.
And let's say you're number 20, but number 18, 19, 17. I'm not saying either one of those dudes. I'm talking about in the majority of those 3 ahead of you, 3 to 4 ahead of you, and the majority of those 3 to 4 ahead. Not one, you can cherry pick all day long.
Right.
But if you go and you look at those, the majority of those in front of you, they're college recruitment in the 12th grade, because now it's time to start getting that thing right. Because you can't have a kid number 45 and he has an offer from Duke, Kentucky, Texas, LSU. It don't even make sense.
Right. Gotcha.
It don't even make sense. That means he's way out of his range.
I got you. So
I'm not saying
the key word is range. The key word is range. Okay.
Range in the 12th grade.
Right.
Range.
But all Herb was saying was, in here, see, Jimmy, Herb don't have this. You, Doug, and I don't know how many times Herb has seen this kid play. Probably seen him play a million times. But all he said was, he just don't see 25 players better. And guess what? That's great.
It's okay.
That's okay for him to say that.
Yeah. It's okay.
I mean, hey, if I was in her position, I might feel the same exact way. But this ain't how it works when you got to sit up here and rank these guys. And Jimmy, you always said, and I know the key word, you said right now. Right now. That's the key word, right now. We never know what's going to happen. So I like that.
Now,
but it's good. I'm glad you said that, Herb. It's all good.
Now the thing that I want to correct you on something, Herb.
Okay.
Say that he claimed that I want you, because the reason I said it, because that way if I don't address something
go.
and it's not true,
right? And
it's not true, then I'm gonna apply facts.
Gotcha.
To counter or to something that's otherwise people run with that and say, "Wow."
Gotcha. Do your thing.
Herb says, because what Herb is writing, the young fella Jalen Johnson is on the YouTube Boom Boom Room. He can't necessarily see what Herb is saying, so that he can't read it because they're on 2 different platforms.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it out, or you put it on there. He said he shouldn't have been anywhere outside of the top 15. He's one of the few freshmen that played varsity. I stand to correct you, Herb. I name you. In that class. I can name you several freshmen that played varsity in that class. You know, PJ Haggerty played varsity, right? Terrence Arsenault played varsity, right? Wesley Yates played varsity, right? Right? Amari Abram was at Port Arthur Memorial. He played varsity, right? Right? Off the top of my head. I want to say, was Cam Embry at Sam Houston in the 10th grade or the 9th grade?
Wherever he was, he played varsity.
Austin Benigni, he played varsity, right? BB Knight played varsity, right? In the 9th grade. Chris Marshall played varsity.
Okay.
Jordan Williams played varsity. He was at Kincaid. Off the top of my head, that's just a few. He's one of the, I mean, so and
if you look at the whole thing, Jimmy, he said one of the few freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, but that don't, one of the few. I mean, that's 10 freshmen playing varsity right now is regular.
Oh, it is.
City. It's regular. You get 10 every year.
Oh, so 10 is not a few. So 10 is a lot.
Compared to 10 years ago, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
No, I'm saying not on varsity, playing.
Playing, but I got you.
Yeah.
Jimmy, who is Dylan Baker? We got a kid play.
That's a young fella. He's in the 2023 rankings.
Oh, so he about to come up now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, his mom is on. She just mentioned him on there. You got to understand, when I see something new up there, Jimmy, on the screen, I just want to find out who his Dylan Baker is. You got to help me out. I don't know all the kids.
He was at the Southwest Exposure Camp.
Okay.
At Ruck on Wood.
Okay. Oh, he's 2025, Jimmy.
Oh, 2025.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Baker. So now I got to look out for Dylan. I got to know, and I got to look. Hold up, Miss Baker.
Yeah,
Watch this.
This is what we and at the top of the hour of just tuning in, we're going to come out release the class of 2023. Those are the 11th graders, the top 11 graders in the area. I see you out there, Alfio, just beaming in. Share the show. You just walked in the door. We got to get you. We got to get you to rub the log like on Apollo. And now, and I'm reading the comment, a couple from the Boomer Room, and we have Scholar Athlete says, and there's some players were at a school that varsity went to state and were behind some very talented players as freshmen. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of freshmen around. There's a lot of players nowadays that, you know, thinking about it like this, our class, that's sophomores right now.
The sophomores, that's 25, right?
Yeah, there's several of those. No, 20 sophomores right now, class of 2024.
24. Okay, I'm sorry.
Those players are about to be ranked.
Okay.
You know, because we don't rank freshmen.
That's
we
right.
want to give them a chance, take the pressure off, because we just learned with Doug Jones, Jeffrey Day. Even it was Doug's idea when he first came aboard about 6 years ago.
I like that.
You know, and what we you know, that was Doug didn't get a chance to watch all of them because at the time he was doing all the rankings by himself. Well, now he does. He has the fingerprints on it, Jeffrey Day, and then I get a chance to put some seasoning on it, you know, as well. So 2/3 of the rankings nowadays are Jeffrey Day, Doug Jones. I'm 1/3, so it's a third probably from each one. The cast votes separately, but then they know they see far more of these young players nowadays than I do, and that's by choice, because I made a decision to channel a lot of my talents towards event operating, running good events like the Super 16 coming up, the season opener coming up. And I got big news about the season opener. Had to remind me in about 2 minutes I can drop this good news about the season opener. And that way I can have more time to go and make these events special, memorable. I can have time to go and get all of these out-of-town teams and bring them into your backyards so that you can be able to get a chance to see them without having to drive to state or drive to Dallas or go and you can see some players in person. So that's the thing, and event operating. I mean, let's understand something. Think about it. I'm not that good at ranking players. I'm damn good. Remember, I told you I'm gonna get a couple of dams out of me, little Jay. I'm damn good at running events. So I invite you to start identifying me as the event operator.
Yeah, they gonna identify you, Jimmy. But Jimmy, they gonna always, Jimmy. They gonna always. You're gonna always be that dude. If you did this a long time ago, they gonna no matter what you do, they're gonna yeah. I mean, so guess what? Let me tell you something. And I don't care what nobody else said. When I found out other people in other places don't even got a nerve enough to do rankings, I realized how daunting of a task it was, even for you. That's why I never, even, y'all got to realize, I ain't never in my life, I didn't never care, but I never went to Jimmy and said, man, you got my son right. Man, you got my son right. You know what he told me? I don't know how we got on the subject. He said, man, what you do, you go over tell your son, he just win. He said, point guards are known for their wins. That's one of the first conversations he and I had. He said, so when I went My son, when I went home and talked to him, my son has never came home and said, "Man, I'm right, Dad. He never talked. You know what I told him? I said, "Son, Westside High School has never won nothing. They was good a couple of times, but they ain't never did nothing. You go and take them kids. You take them to the state. One game short. Every year he gets a little further to the, but you didn't have enough ammunition. But I never forget, the more he won as a point guard, you didn't have to worry about the rankings. Guess what happened? I hope Jalen on here. When he kept winning, Jalen, it's people out of town, around the world, came and around, want to come to the to the Peace Jam and to the EYBL to watch him play because he won. When you win, that's when people talk about you. So, I mean, when I learned that Jimmy gave me that information, I don't know why we was just talking about something else. We never talked about rankings. He said, "Man, just tell him to win."
Just win. Just win.
Yeah. So
I think you remember that. That was almost 10 years ago.
Yes. He's a little
I think
dude.
you remember that.
Yes, I remember it. I never forget it. That was one of the great, because that's what I went and relayed to my son. I could have went and said, "Well, Jimmy ain't rank you, Jimmy." But we didn't go there. What we did, Jimmy, we tried to take it out of your hands. Jimmy, what's your favorite thing? Eliminate the excuse.
Yeah.
If I won, I'm a point guard that make a school win that ain't never won. People gonna want to know, who is that little dude with them goggles on. That's what they used to say, Miss Kelly. Who is the little guy with the goggles on? And that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Let's win, baby. What else you got, Jimmy?
Yeah, and I mean, and welcome everybody just filing into the Chop Shop, man. It's gonna be a great day on this Tuesday. Hopefully everybody is safe and damage is none or limited at the worst case scenario. If you are in the path of the storm, that tropical storm Nick or Hurricane Nicholas that is in the midst of passing through southeast part of Texas as we speak and being downgraded.
And Jimmy, hold up, Coach. I'm sorry, I want to interrupt here because you're good at something more than just doing events. You're great at getting information out to these parents. And I'm going to show you why I said that. Thanks for RCS Sports, Mr. Branch, Mr. Katie. I see when stuff like this happens, I got to show people, because we have new people coming on. We have other people try to influence people. "Oh, don't watch this show. Don't watch this here. Don't worry about them." He said, "Thanks for RCS Sports, because I wouldn't know none of the top players and where they would be playing at cause of our AAU team. I tell them, if Jim Hicks not talking about you, you better work harder on your game," and he will. Yeah, Jim, you do more. I know you just wanted to say you're an event operator, but you supply information. That information that you gave me and to give to my son, that's very valuable information. I promise you. He's in the business world right now. And I know he's telling the people that work up under him now, let's just win. And everything else will take care of itself. So that's a lesson that he can carry on for the rest of his life, Jim. I just wanted to share that with you.
And I appreciate that, Mr. Katie. And the thing is, a lot of guys, first and foremost, like I said, I'm trying to make this a really teachable moment. Mm-hmm. And so people and apply understanding. And as I did, so that first of all, so you can understand who comprises the list. I've grown to subscribe to the understanding that, one person, for years, I was covering this whole area myself. But I relied heavily on the intel of a lot of people. So people that didn't see me there didn't know that I was talking to the referees that refereed your games. You didn't know that I was talking to maybe a college coach who might have been there. You didn't know that I was talking to the actual high school coaches that were there on the opposite bench. That was like my secret weapon. So when people used to use that adage, like, well, man, and I trusted the eyes of those guys. You can't understand. You can't talk basketball with every damn body. Everybody's not equipped to do so. So, you know, back in the days, those were some of my secret weapons. There was no social media. There was no mixtapes in abundance. People, you know, if you wanted to get on the mixtape, you better hope Mo Elrod came to your gym.
Yeah.
You know, and Mo Elrod proved he was doing it for a different whole reason. This was truly a hobby to him. He's making short films. He's trying to go on the big screen. You know, the what they call the movie festival, Sundance, whatever.
Yeah, Sundance. Yeah.
He's trying to get there. He has two or three scripts he's already produced, short films. But understanding with Doug Jones, Jeffrey Day, if you see them in the gym, then first and foremost, be cordial. You speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first degree. The first layer is positive energy.
Mm.
You may give them a reason to smile. If they're smiling, that means they're feeling good. If they're feeling good, then they're probably going to be attentive. If they're attentive, then they're going to probably write good. Go with the old saying like Deion Sanders, if you're looking good, then you're feeling good.
Yeah.
You feel good, you're going to perform. You're going to probably perform well.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so these are the things, you understand how many times, I promise you, I did the experiment with you on the side of me before. You guys would be blown away on the average day if I go in the gym, how many kids will walk right by me and don't say nothing. See, look, Jalen on the show. I wanted to say it, and I wanted to let another word go. I gotta just say nothing.
Jalen, come on the show every day if you can. Keep going.
Yeah, sneak on that. Don't get a burner account so I can get it let loose. But don't say nothing. But then that same player will be like, "Can you help me with my rankings? Can you help me get to college?" And when they get to the 12th grade, you walk right by. So that means, where's that? Is that something that's not taught? Or if there's something, do you think that I won't speak back? Not just me. It's not just me. It's bigger than me. Grown-ups, period. That's influential.
Yeah.
Or beneficial. So there's two different kinds. There's some that's influential. That means that's in your circle or from close, and some from afar. And there's some that's beneficial. Grown-ups that can be beneficial to you. No matter how influential I am or not to most in this area, I can damn sure be beneficial. And I'm at no cost. At no cost. So that means I invite you, but don't waste my time. If you got a question, ask the question. Don't try to sit there and grandstand. Don't try to sit there and have court in the middle of the hallway. If you got a sophisticated or an intelligent question, ask it. Otherwise, you can send me an email. You can send a text message. Understand, one of my main phone line is public. You go to RCS Sports and look under contact us. The phone number is right there. Always. It's always been there. So that's what I invite you guys to do.
Mine,
you know,
I'm glad yours.
Yeah, I mean, but it's for a reason.
Yeah, and mine, hey Jimmy, mine ain't public for a reason. But keep going.
I mean, because a lot of people call throughout the day and text message and do the Twitter thing, DMs, because people have questions, and I try my best to answer every single question that comes my way. If somebody on there that sent me an email or a text message and I didn't reply, you let me know right now. Raise your hand. And the thing is, here's what I'm gonna ask parents to stop doing.
Okay.
Teachable moments. How do you know about this too?
Watch this. Wait, hold up. Teachable moment. I have to do this first. Okay.
Here's the thing with parents, knowingly or unknowingly, when you make it seem like a person hates your son because he's not ranked high as you want him to be, that is very toxic. That is very not true in most cases. What you're really doing is you're really letting your kid know that's you probably hate the person that's doing the rankings. The person that's doing the rankings probably don't hate your kid. So what you do is you make your kid believe that that person has something against you.
Yes.
And your son.
Mhm.
Y'all need to stop that
Yeah.
stuff.
Really.
See, I wanted to use another word, but Jalen watching the show, I can't talk like I want to on the chop because we're gonna keep it PG. I got you.
Y'all need to stop.
I need me a swear jar like Joe Madison or something. No, I go broke with one of them things. I ain't gonna lie. But understand, this stuff is toxic because at some point, the grown up, you're gonna realize that I really don't hate your kid.
Right.
But then your kid, you're not going to turn it off and let your kid know, by the way, man, Mr. Hicks don't hate you, good people. Right. It might take a couple of years later before you realize that. Right. But your kid don't know that because he's heard you with those conversations. Because nowadays what your generation of kids do, this generation, y'all have too many conversations in front of your kids that grown folks back in the days didn't have in front of their kids. They would make kids go in another room.
Hello.
Don't do that no more.
Hello. I've seen it. I've seen it and heard it.
Don't do it no more.
Yeah.
And so those kids, they listening. They hear. Then they go and they tell their partner, man, my name come up, man. I can't say what I want to say. I'm gonna say, forget Mr. Hicks.
Yeah.
Because Jalen watching. Right now. Forget Mr. Hicks. I ain't going no Ruck on Wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Forget him, man. Forget the rankings, man. He don't know what he's talking. You know what? Because you're repeating. The kids turn into baby parrots, human parrots. They repeat a punchline that they heard the parent say.
Wow. Wow.
He ain't never played no basketball. Hell, he know about some basketball. He don't know about no basketball. You see that? That's why I invited you earlier. Stop calling me the rankings guy.
Yes, good.
I do a whole lot of other stuff. Call Doug and Jeffrey, they the rankings guys.
Yeah.
I just helped them out on the ranking. They do the rankings. Trust me. So now, call me what I'm great at. Great at a lot of things. Rankings ain't one of them. So don't judge me. Don't judge me at your personal pearly gates on some damn rankings. Now remember, Jaden, I tell you, you're gonna get a few dams out of me today. I'm gonna give you that. And so now we go to the boom boom room. We get some of the questions, some of the comments out. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we got the rankings we're gonna release for class of 2023. What we got out there?
Stephen Woods
put it up there. Let's see what it said. Let's read it.
He just, I love this cat. It's one of great young minds and great young coaches out there.
Okay.
You can read
How about supporting your kid no matter what positive avenue they chose to venture in? If you know me, you know I'm a basketball guy. My son played 4 years on varsity at George Rent, played a key role in them almost going to state, lost by 2 to North Shore in the regional finals. And I never asked Hits or Doug to rank him.
Wow.
True. And the relationship is still solid because he didn't let the kid know Mr. Hicks ain't got no what he talking about. Mr. Hicks ain't got nothing, Come on, man. That's toxic. Because you know them same kids, your kids are going to grow up hating my guts. But you don't want nobody hating your kids' guts, right? So why would you poison them into hating somebody that don't even know them outside of wearing a basketball uniform?
Great point.
This got to stop.
It's got to stop.
It got to stop. You got to give people benefit of doubt. You go up and you speak with Doug Jones, or you email them and keep everybody informed after every game. Win, lose, draw. And I guarantee you, every single parent that I've applied that prescription to, they begin to see that their sons ain't really as good as they had been advertising. Because the facts are there. Send me every game, send me his stats. Win, lose. If he scored 2 or if he scored 20, know what happened? That parent will start doing it right for about a week, 10 days. Then all of a sudden that kid scores 4 points, they're going to miss the email. They'll miss the text message. Then he'll wait till he scored 25, 30 again and say, hey, he just scored 25 on that kid. You got ranked ahead of him. But then he didn't tell me about you scored. So then I remind you, oh, yeah, by the way, I know he scored 2 this game, 12 that game, went back, scored 6 the following game, and they lost all 3 of those games. So I'm going to let you know, to make sure now. Let's keep it real.
He sure will.
But that's the thing. I just want to get off the chest with you guys and help some of the parents, because you possess the majority of the power.
Yes.
You are important. From the stands, it may feel like you're helpless. Mm-hmm. You're not. You have a place, you have platforms you can voice your thoughts on. This is one of them.
Hello.
We glad it ain't no school today, so a lot of parents are coming in, they're chilling and chopping up on the chop shop. This way you can toss your questions. You know why? Because so many parents, no matter if you're on the YouTube or the Facebook, they have kids that has been through what you are going through right now.
Hello. Jimmy, you got a guy sitting here whose son had went through the same thing that y'all son's going through. Hey, the same exact things. I'm sitting here saying, wow. That's why I have such a passion to help these parents, Jimmy, because I've been there, parent. I've been there. I told y'all, I'm sitting in the stands, people talking about your son, you're sitting right there, they don't even know that's you. grown. I mean, it's unbelievable, but Jimmy, they use this platform as a resource, parent. I know sometimes you feel like we beating up on you. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Sometimes we got to give you tough love sometimes. Everything just can't be all peaches and cream all the time, Jimmy. Sometimes we got to say, hey, like what Jimmy said earlier, y'all need to stop. Listen to me, parents. This is something that I've experienced for the last 3 or 4 years. These grown folks talking around these damn kids. And have these kids, your whole family, everybody in your family hating a guy. Don't let nobody have you hate nobody, man. Don't let nobody have, people you don't even know. Jim, like I was saying, what did I say the other day? I had something for them the other day. I was just telling them, people just hate. I'm mad at him because Junebug told me he ain't right. So I'm mad at him. What did I say, Jimmy? I said, too many people. I said, never let anyone recruit you to hating somebody who has never wronged you. It's some people that would sit up there, man, I don't like, man, just talk. And then I told you, Jimmy, when I told you the perfect example. Perfect example. People was telling me not to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Man, he slick. He this. I said, dude, do you know the world that I live in? And the people I negotiate against every day, and you telling me if I meet this guy here, he's the boogeyman, and he gonna change every damn thing that I say, y'all got to be out y'all rabbit ass mind. Excuse me, Jalen. Jalen, I did say that, Jalen. I had to say that. Rabbit ass mind. For you to sit up here, a grown man telling me, another grown man not to deal with nobody. Get out of here. Y'all need to watch that, man. It's a lot of that go around here. Man, don't mess with him. He would, hold up. He with that program. He with the hoops. Don't talk to, that's what they used to tell me. He ain't gonna write about nobody but the hoops. Hey, y'all know what I did to Jimmy, didn't it? I went and asked Jimmy. Jimmy said, I'm always on the winning team. When your ass win, I'm there. I see y'all
I
know
did
he
say
don't
that.
he don't understand. I remember all of these talks, man.
I said that.
If
you FaceTime,
come, I went to him.
Team.
Come, I went to him because I had a program, Franchise All Stars, right? We ain't never did nothing. We got a lot of good players, but we hadn't won nothing yet. We just had a lot of good players. We had a number 2, a top 5 player in the country, John Henson, and all of that. But really and truly, we ain't done nothing. So my guys were saying, Jimmy ain't gonna talk about us. But when I talked to Jimmy, he said, man, go win. You ain't done nothing. Just go win, man. I got to be on the winning team. And that's what this stuff is about, man. And Jimmy, because some people don't understand this. I never shared this publicly. First time I know you laughing about it, because he said, I'm on the winning team. Man, that's all he gonna talk about is the hoops, the hoops. Shit, the hoops was always winning. Didn't nobody tell me that part. Jimmy, that ain't the part. They didn't tell me that part. They left out something. So consider your source, people, when people come talking to you about other people. Okay? All right. Just consider your source. I'll never forget that. But Jimmy, I know we got Jimmy. I know we got plenty of time. We got the season opener. You told me something about the season opener.
Oh, yeah, man. And the season coming up, just tune in. We are going to share with you shortly the class of 2023 rankings are coming up shortly. If you just tune in, we make sure you share the show, get the word out for everybody to know we're going to get. That way we can it's a great day because no schools. That way you get the kids to watching. They can see the name. We'll talk about them a little bit.
Yeah.
And but season opener is taking place November the 12th and the 13th. You still got those flyers, Alan?
Which one?
For the season opener. You still got them?
You never sent them to me.
Don't worry. Let's see. Here's what we got. Hold on one second. What we're going to do, we're going to make this thing pop. That way we can go on and get in shape.
Hold up. My young fella, Curtis Nickerson, is in the building. High Towers Finest is in the building, man. With my young fella, y'all know I'm kind of partial to the Hurricanes now. So I love everybody, but them Hurricanes got a special space for me. You know, so Curtis Nickerson is in the building. What's up, Curtis? Keep going, Jimmy. You know, this is my favorite day ever on Chop Shop. But keep going.
Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share it so that I'm posted so you can put it on there.
Okay, let me see.
To you.
You talking about that, right?
On the season opener. So here we come. Okay. On the season opener, that's on rcsports.com. You go down on the front, you'll see the season opener, powered by Boost Mobile. And you click on read more. And here's the schedule for the season opener. And it's going to be at the Campbell Center the 12th and the 13th of November. Check this out. Now, on that Friday, Kingwood and Concordia Lutheran is 4 games on Friday. Aldine Davis and Katie Tompkins. Summer Creek and Fate Family out of Dallas.
Okay.
Shadow Creek and Duncanville wrap things up at 8:30 that evening. This is a Friday night. A great quartet of games.
Yeah.
Now, the young man that was in the boom boom room a while ago. Jalen.
He's still there?
Jalen, Alan, let's widen it up for you.
Okay.
That way everybody can see him at the same time.
Okay.
Let me pop a willy with this thing. Jalen attends Summer Creek High School. He's going to be one of the leading scorers on that team this year. They played Dallas Fate Family. Remember, Fate Family went to the state tournament last year. They're in the class 4A, I think. Yeah, 4A. They won state a couple of years ago. This is a rematch. Fate Family asked for Summer Creek or Shadow Creek. They said, we played both of them last year. We give us one of them. So they coming to your city, Summer Creek, Jalen Johnson, playing in your backyard, right down the Beltway at the Campbell Center.
Wait, stop, Jimmy. Jalen is on here now. Jalen don't play no game. So Faith Family asked for one of the creeks?
I promise you that's what happened.
Jalen know what to do. Jalen know what to do. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Ask for Summer Creek or Shadow Creek. We ain't coming unless you give us one of them.
They want some of the Creek boy.
and so understand
Uh-huh.
this could be the perfect platform for Jalen Johnson to assume. Understand? Last year, that was Amari Abrams' team. Year before that, that was kind of the little Jackson young man, the young Jackson kids team. He was MVP of the district.
Jalen. What is his name? What is his name?
Jalen.
Okay.
Right? So now this is the perfect time, 7 o'clock on November the 12th, for Jalen Johnson to let the world know. First and foremost, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to help my team win this game.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
So you have to defend your turf against Dallas Fate family and make everybody pleased that came sit in those stands in the first place. Now, on the second day, you see all these games over here, Nimitz and Second Baptist, Katy Paytow and Dawson, Booker T. Washington and Episcopal, Bel Air and Fort Bend and Elkins, Goose Creek Memorial and San Antonio Wagner, Cy Ranch and Beaumont United, Tascasita and Houston Christian, and the nightcap is Crosby and Clearbrook.
Boy, that's gonna be
dude. Understand something. I told you guys this might be the best season opener yet. And this is in being an event operator. So the news I want to give you.
Okay.
That
can we come out of that?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
News I want to give you is and you can leave on the side, Heather, because we're gonna come back in a minute with the rankings. So I don't know how you want.
Oh, I come back, leave it there. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So shout out to Boost Mobile.
Okay.
They will have a table set up, and they're going to give away a whole bunch of goodies and accessories to the different people coming and going at the Campbell Center. But I want to give a special shout out to Fallbrook Church and Pastor Mike Pender.
Great man. Great man.
Right? Fallbrook Church has rolled up their sleeves and they're stepping up, and they will be on location up in the corridor of the Campbell Center. They are going to conduct a voter registration drive. That means for every person that's 17 years, 10 months old as of November the 12th, they are eligible to register to vote. And they are going to be there registering people right on site. That's what we're using these platforms for. You see? And if you've never met Pastor Mike Pender and his staff over, understand something. They doing big things over there. We've been over there. Rock on Wood used to be over there as a fixture. Then we used
it on Sundays. That's what we used to. That's what franchise used to practice.
Yeah, but the church was in the boom back then, and they got the booming, and so therefore when we coming in on Sunday afternoon. That's what Rock on Wood always be on a Sunday.
Yeah.
They run out of parking. We battling for parking spots.
Yep.
We had to, and they didn't run us off. It was like I saw it coming. It was going to meet a point where they're gonna say, "Hey, man, we ain't gonna be able to do it." So we moved it around.
Yeah.
It was great over there.
Awesome.
At Fallbrook.
Yeah.
But they're going to be on camp, on location with multiple volunteers, not just for grown folk that's not registered, but for these teenagers.
17 years old as of November the 12th. Okay.
17 years, 10 months old.
10 months old. Okay. 17 years, 10 months old. November 12th. Okay. I got you. Okay.
So that's the ticket. So that when if you coming and you're that, understand, and you aren't registered to vote, man, I swear it ain't but like 10 blanks on that card that need to be filled out. Yeah. That's all, man.
That's all.
This is not voting, it's voter registration.
Right.
And so that's what I want to share that news with a lot of the people in the Boom Boom Room about what's going to go.
And Jimmy, I want to share, that's a right that people are trying to take away from you. So you have a right to vote as a U.S. citizen. You have a right to vote. And we got people in 40-some states trying to stop you from voting. So if voting wasn't important, people wouldn't try to stop you from doing it. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. If voting was not important, people would have a mandate around the country to prevent you from voting. So it's very important. Shout out to Mike Penders. Shout out to Fallbrook Church. Shout out to the season opener for allowing that to happen. That is unbelievable. High school students, when you come out there, if you in that age realm, you're 18 and you hadn't registered to vote, come out there and register. That's your innate right to do. So let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, and this is really important, guys. Really important. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these kids, you know, do you guys realize that, let's say, your favorite basketball player, your favorite football player in high school, that's 18 years old. Mm-hmm. Do you realize that they are probably popular enough to probably make a serious run at a city council seat a year or two after graduating high school, even right then? There are 18-year-olds that have won offices around the United States in city council. Mm-hmm. Once, think about it, these are everyday things in our society we're shielding the young people from, and they think that it's other person's duties to deal with that stuff. You know, they're running hit potholes in the street. They'll see trash not picked up on the side of the road, and it's not understanding that all you gotta do is call a certain number and you put the complaint in, and somebody will come in and take care of it. Or if they don't, then that's enough fire in your belly to give another number to call who's ever in place and report it to them. They will fix it in most situations. I promise you. How do you think a dog catcher come out and catch a stray dog in your neighborhood? You know why? Because somebody picked up the doggone phone and called the dog catcher. You call the city and they dispatch them to come out. But that's a whole nother topic.
You just made me think of something. A wise man told me this a long time ago. He said, Robert, only 4 things can change your life. He said, you can do more of something, do less of something, you can start something, or you can stop something. 4 things can change your life. You can do more of something, do less of something, start something, and stop something. Those things there can say, we can start by doing this. We can stop procrastinating. You can do, it's just, them 4 things that can change your life, man. And shout out to Pastor Mike and Jimmy. That's amazing right there. That's amazing. That's amazing what's happening.
Now, before we get ready to give, now without further ado, I'll give you guys the class of 2023 rankings. But first, we got breaking news from the NBA front. John Wall has told the Rockets he's demanded a trade and say he's going to sit. He's going to go to training camp, but he's going to sit the regular season until they find a partner. So he's going to pull the James Harden.
Oh, no. He pulling the John Wall. Don't go there. Don't you go there. Don't you go there. And I want y'all to have that same amount of energy y'all had with my young fella. And he didn't come out with no damn statement like this. He just said, all right, he didn't come out with no statement like this. Y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm watching y'all. And Jimmy had to go mention his name. He didn't pull on James Harden. Hold up. He hadn't been here for 8 years and helped us to one of the best winning percentages in 8 years that the Houston Rockets have had. He ain't never did that. He ain't been here but 2 weeks and ain't even played and ain't done nothing. And don't ever mention his name. With number 13. He ain't got a restaurant downtown that's, hold up, Jimmy, when you go in a restaurant, I know you haven't been yet, but I've been a million times. Every time I walk in there, I see all of those people that are employed. Got viable jobs, helping their family. No, don't do that, Jimmy. Don't do that. Now you can get back to John Wall. Just leave him to John Wall.
Me and you, because little Jalen on the show, and I can't talk like I want to talk. So me and you going to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to bookmark this whole conversation tomorrow. We can get tomorrow on the top side. We're going to talk about this tomorrow.
Hey, Jalen going to be in school, Jimmy, on his break.
Exactly.
He's going to be on his break watching the show.
And guess what? And we got a special guest on tap for tomorrow.
Yeah, he ain't texted me back yet, but we should have a guest tomorrow.
We got a special guest on tap tomorrow as well. You guys trust me, you don't want to miss this special guest tomorrow. I'm telling you now. Don't wait and try to see you on the special guest tomorrow. But we're going to talk about this. John Wall. Understand, who's owed $91 million for the next 2 years. Ain't no way in the hell nobody for the trade for the John Wall unless the Rockets gonna eat up most of their company. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
I didn't think nobody was gonna get Russell Westbrook. Jimmy, somebody out there crazy enough. You remember Chris Walker said all of these NBA teams dumb. Jimmy, but John Wall, oh my God. But
Russell Westbrook done proved he can win.
You know what, Jim?
Not winning enough, but he can prove he can win.
You know what I'm mad about, Jim? Look at Robert Wise. Good woo by Wall. Ain't nobody said nothing negative about Wall yet. Y'all talk about James like I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. But keep going.
We'll talk about tomorrow.
We're talking about tomorrow.
And Jones say strip clubs gonna miss him. I'm sorry, look, Jalen, you don't know what that means. That's something else.
Okay.
Doug
the
said.
cabarets might miss him.
Yeah. And so let's get. Oh man, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little fun today.
We still got somebody on here talking about James cried like a baby. James wasn't thinking about y'all. James was over. James was over in the south of France at Fashion Week in France. He wasn't talking. Y'all just showed up every time. Hold up. He with little baby. He with little dub baby. Y'all the one was whining. James ain't said nothing. I told y'all a long time ago, Jim, and I got to call. Sensei don't have a damn clue. But I have to explain to some people who just don't have a damn clue. James never come out. He talked to those guys a long time ago. He said, Mr. Petita, I just want to go win a championship, Mr. Petita, somewhere. Give me a chance to go. I'll come back here later if you want me back. But right now, let me go. John Wall came out and said, what James? What did he say, Jimmy? Give me the thing. John Wall came out and said, I ain't gonna show up. James ain't never said he ain't gonna show up.
I just said we gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, my bad.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now what it's time to do? It's time to go and release these rankings for the class.
Let's go.
So without further ado, we go to RCS Sports, and I just made them live right now. And you guys, and what I do is I go to the bottom of the screen. Hold on. You got them on there yet?
You up there. Can't you see it?
Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm looking on another screen.
Okay.
Now, and I'm pulling them up. Let me see how to do this for y'all. Papa Willie on this thing. Here we go.
Let's see. Hold up, Jimmy. Now, Jimmy, can I get a drum roll? Hold on, Jimmy.
Yeah, come on, get a drum roll.
Let me see if I got a drum roll here.
Come on, get a drum roll.
Can y'all hear the drum?
There we go. And what we gonna do now? Class of 20. Dude, off the chain. Here we got. And let me see how to make it. We're gonna make it. I'm trying to see if this can make it bigger where they can see it a little
See
bit
what's
more.
happening. See what's happening. See
Let me
what's
see how I
happening.
can do this. Let me see how I can do this. Hold on. Is that better or that's the same?
That's the same.
That's the
Trying to
same.
see-
Don't worry.
trying
Don't
to
worry.
see what I
Do it.
can
Don't
do
worry.
to it.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hattie, you got to blow it up yourself. Remember you blew it up last time.
No, that was you. You blew it up.
Oh, I blew it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Check this out then. Check this out.
You did something
Here we
to it.
go. Here we go.
Trying to see what the hell.
That's
Oh,
better.
that's a little bit better. Now I can read.
Hold on. Hold on. That
Oh, do your thing, boy. Do your thing.
Boy.
Oh.
Now, here we go. As I scroll on up,
Uh-huh.
and as I scroll up real slowly,
Okay.
these are the class of 2023. And also, if you're watching right now,
Uh-huh.
you'll see it's the
Jimmy, you going too fast, man. Some people missing their baby's name. But now explain to us about guys who
I'm
don't.
gonna go slow and I
Yeah.
explain to you. We got somebody we got a special surprise for you.
Okay,
we
cool.
got
Cool.
the name,
Mhm.
the high school is up under the name, their
Okay.
height, the class, and their grassroots team is in the far right. And if
Okay.
you're watching right now, and if one of your players or your kids or relatives' name is on the screen, if they don't have a photo,
Mhm.
then send us an email with a picture that's not on anybody else's website. and we will apply that picture to his profile. So as we get on up, we are now in the top 50. These are the top 11 graders in all of Greater Houston. Right?
Uh-huh.
And as we're going up, you might see some familiar names. And once we get around, without further ado, we get to we're getting right now to number 40.
Mm-hmm.
And as we get in the number 40, I'm going to bring in the young man who's vastly responsible for this list.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Doug Jones.
Okay, you gonna
And
bring him
so-
on the phone?
I got Doug Jones on the chop shop. Big Doug, what's going on, Douglas?
What's going on, man?
Talk to us.
Hey man,
What's
quit
the word,
talking
baby?
all cool now. Jimmy, you should have let me put him on the screen. Doug.
He say he
Doug.
talking all cool. You him?
Hey, man, this Wayne got me mellowed out here for us, man. I'm on chill mode today.
Okay. Doug say he in chill mode. He couldn't let y'all see where he was at. He was in parts unknown.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like
Okay.
Kamala back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, he Doug underground. Doug, we're in the rankings right now. We're in the top. We're in the
Top
30s
40.
right now.
Uh-huh.
And as we tell us about some of these players. Of course, if you guys are, we'll go at number
Hey,
30.
hold up,
Come
somebody,
on.
Jimmy, can I let me I've been
Yeah,
watching the board.
Give us some comment.
Mr. Rito said Jaden Guidry left Westbrook and he is at United
He's
now.
at United now. We got to change that in the range.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
He's
Mr.
United
Rito.
now.
Thank you, sir.
Good deal. Good, Doug. You have no let, so you gonna get that change.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that change. Yeah, no, we good. I'll get it changed as soon as I get off the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Now. So that's a good note. Thanks a bunch. If you see an error on anybody's height,
Mm-hmm.
let us know as well. And because a lot of the heights have been updated from Ruck on Wood,
Uh-huh.
a lot of them probably may not have been updated since Ruck on Wood because the kid may not have been to Ruck on Wood. We may have his height from 2 months ago, from 6 months ago. So if something is out of order, if a name is misspelled, our apologies. Help us out so we can get that thing correct.
Jimmy, you
So,
know what?
Doug-
Stop right here, Jug. I don't know a lot of these kids, man. I can't wait to get to watch them play. I don't know. I saw Dominique Sesteros. I know of him because his dad on the show. That was way down.
Mhm.
But these other guys, I got to get to know these other guys. I got to get to know them.
Class got a lot of talent, man.
I can't
A lot
wait.
of talent.
Keep going, Jimmy. Do your
I'm
thing.
telling Gabriel Alvarez, Doug, he's at number 30.
Okay.
What
Man.
this a kid? I
One
mean,
of
talk to us about
one
him.
of the heights, one of the best scorers in the city. Smooth, lefty, His brother is the founder of the Grind shooting machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so you know he can shoot that thing if he got a portable shooting machine at his house. So saw him a few times this summer playing with the Shooting Stars. He had several 30-plus point games in summer basketball. That's not easy to do, and he really could put the ball in the hole with the best of them.
That's Gabriel. Okay.
And so now, of course, going on, he's at number 30. We have at number 29. Let me see we're in good shape. Number 29, we have Wyatt Boyker from the Woodlands Christian. What tells us about him?
Wyatt is one of those glue guys, just gets a lot done. Played on Muchinar's team this summer. I got to watch them a lot. He just does a lot of things really well. Rebound, score, good defender, great teammate.
Hawkins Polly. He's at number 28. He's 6'4" from Stratford High School.
Dual sport star, really, really good on the football field. Actually, one of the best tight ends in the state. Has several Power 5 offers, and on the basketball court, he just brings a lot of physicality and athleticism and toughness. Like, you need guys like that if you're gonna win games. He's not gonna score 30, but if you need a defensive rebound or a tough play at the end of the game, then you got to have guys like Hawkins Polly on your team.
It's good.
Runyo Obu from Bush High School, 6'2".
Runyo's gonna have a breakout season this year at Bush with Tyler Smith gone and those other seniors. He plays on Daniel Gibson's AAU team. He's in the League D Gibb, coached by Daniel Gibson's brother. Really good scorer, shooter, and super smooth. Like, kid is smooth. And also one of the greatest kids you'll ever meet. Like, that kid look like he never has a bad day.
Wow.
Number 26, CJ Barnes. He's 6'10", 6'10" at Houston Christian High School. These guys got a lot of transfers over there this year, and they playing Atascocita in the season opener. What's going on with CJ Barnes?
CJ Barnes is probably the biggest kid in the city. Transferred over from George Ranch. Played this summer. He started off with Team Temple, but then moved to Trey Young's team. He's solid. I think his best basketball is ahead of him. Would like to see him rebound more, but he has tremendous upside, though.
All right. Next up, we got number 25. We're taking you through the top 30 11th graders in Greater Houston. You can see the whole list on rcssports.com right now. And of course, Jeffrey Day is on there watching right now. And he says, Doug, you sound like you're about to start flowing right now with some beats. So
don't tell him that lie.
Jeffrey Day, man. It's Chill Tuesday.
It's Chill Tuesday. Next up, we have Jesse Fuller, another transfer. He's at Concordia Lutheran right now. He's 6'5".
Where did he transfer from?
He transferred from Tomball. So he stayed in the city, just went to a different school. Jesse Fuller's an athletic wing. Like, don't let the skin color fool you. He'll catch you slipping and dunk on you. And he has a pretty good all-around game. Like, I really like Jesse's game.
So Concordia Lutheran plays Kingwood at the season opener. First game on that Friday evening. Who wins that game?
Concordia Lutheran.
So you don't have no faith in the scholar athletes as all they won this summer? Yo, you saying Kingwood don't have a chance?
If Angel Johnson was playing point guard, I would, but he's got a pass to see the stuff.
I know Michael Dees is gonna be watching this show from Kingwood High School,
fine.
and Michael Dees got something to say about that.
They got a young man at Concordia Lutheran named Trey Miller. That's a bad dude. So
all I'm gonna say is one thing, dude. Me and you on this game right there. Me and you gonna put us a little purple. I'm gonna get a couple of my purples back. You took from this preview TSU game, but I'm gonna say I got one thing to say. One thing to say about this Concordia Lutheran and Kingwood game. I might get some T-shirts made. White on white crime. Remember that. We'll get back to that later on. Just remember that. Number 24, we got TJ Ford Jr.
Wow.
Ridge Point High School, 5'11". TJ Ford Jr. What's up?
Tell me, Joe.
TJ Ford can play, man. Killer TJ. When I watch him, I see flashes of his dad's game, like how his dad, just his mannerisms on the court. But TJ's a really good shooter. He's gonna have a big role at Ridge Point this year, when a few teams graduated from last year. Ridge Point gonna sneak up on a couple people this year, I feel like.
Okay.
Okay, and that's Ridge Point. And of course, Ridge Point, stay tuned. They may have some. We broke some news in the VIP news on Monday. They may have a transfer or two dropping through the doors.
Two? How in the hell can you have a transfer of two?
Read the VIP news in the RCS Sports, and you can. I put it all together for you. I lay it out for you.
Hold on, let me go get me an account.
Now, next up, we got Bryce Smith, Barbers Hill High School's 5'11". He's been injured. He's due to come back soon in a couple of weeks. And this is another one of those kids from this class, Doug, that played varsity since the 9th grade. What's going on with Bryce?
I've been watching, Barbers Hill is in the same district of Port Arthur Memorial, so I get to see him a lot. This kid is really, really good, man. He took on a leadership role last year as a sophomore on a team with older guys and led him to the playoffs. So I think it's only going to get better for him. And I know that's Miss Mariska's son, so I know she's probably smiling ear to ear talking about her baby on the chop shop.
That's right. Yeah, Marissa Smith.
See, I didn't know.
Guys, so that means now another chop shop.
Hold on. No, Jimmy, at the beginning of the show, she talking about, I can't wait. The 2022 is right. It's nice. Now I see why it's nice. Okay. Come on, Marissa. Hold up, Jimmy. I think I even got it. Did I dare put it up on the wall? No, I didn't put it up on the thing. Well, come on, Miss Marissa.
Okay. Next up, we have Jake Pike, St. Thomas High School. He's 6'7". What you got on Jake?
Jake is Jake's been on varsity his whole high school career. He's a consistent player. Rebounds well. He tends to drift out to the perimeter a little bit, but when he's down on the block, he has really good feet, really good hands, and knows how to finish around the basket. Another guy that plays on that JL3 Mucci team, which has like 5 guys in the top 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so next up, number 21. In all of Greater Houston, he's amongst the 11th graders, Jalen Bernard, Cy Ranch High School. He's about 6'2". What you think on Jalen?
Super talented, man. Athletic, tough. Going to be on a really good Cy Ranch team that's going to get really tested in the season opener for sure. But he does a lot of things well. He can score the ball. He defends. It's a really solid all-around player.
I know who that is. You ain't got to tell me about it. I know him.
Who that?
Yeah, we know.
Jalen Bernard. I've been talking about him for months.
I mean, I like Jalen Bernard, man. He's athletic, man. And this is a young man that, you understand, he's the X factor on that Cy Ranch team.
Mm-hmm.
You got Justin Norris, you got
Kobe.
Mo Manecki. I mean,
Kobe Raspberry.
you got Kobe Raspberry. Then you have the big fella Trent Burns, he's 6'11", 7 foot. But Jalen Bernard is that guy's in a comfortable spot because he's the underclassman. He's like, remember the Sugar Hill gang back in your days when they hip hop the hibbit. Remember they had Wonder Mike.
Back in your day, you used to have their t-shirts on.
Yeah, I did. But remember the rapper Wonder Mike. He was the one that was
Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello.
And he say, "I'm the baby of the bunch." That's what Wonder Mike said. That's okay. Jalen Bernard. But anyway, let's go now to number 20. Is a young man, Doug. Dylan Glover, PSAT. We had them on the Chop Chop a couple of weeks ago. What the hell is what's PSAT?
I like PSAT.
And Dylan Glover, that name sound familiar. What wasn't he at another school last year?
Yeah, we classed from Bryan. Yeah, we classed from Bryan High School. They made it to the playoffs last year. Unfortunately, they ran into Duncanville, but we've been watching Dylan Glover for about 3 years. First time I laid eyes on him was at the Southwest Exposure Camp. The first year we had it at Yates, and kids just get it done, man. You'll look up, he'll have 15 and 10, like, at the guard spot. Like, he's just a tough kid, great kid, and a super, super competitor.
You said 15 and 10?
Yeah, 15 and 10. He had several double-doubles last year.
Okay.
And that was a plan inside Rodney Johnson, who was a walking double-double.
Oh, he aggressive. Okay. Come on, Jimmy. That's
And
20.
Jeffrey
Hold up now,
Davis-
Jimmy. The top 20 in Houston. When you're in the top 20, you got to be pretty dang gone good. You're in the top 25 in Houston. You got to be pretty doggone good.
You're in the top 25. You are.
Yeah.
You know,
You're in the range.
Big things are expected of you.
And
that's the thing. A lot of people don't want that. They don't want that to be accountable. When you are in this range, that's what I said. And I try to get you guys earlier in the show on the terminology. When you say like a certain kid is too low, or is he out of his range? And I see a couple of kids, guess what? May very well be out of their range right now. But then the season starts, Super 16 is in a couple of weeks. They're gonna show and prove real soon. And then the regular season is in November. This is and thing about these guys, they all have one more summer left. You know, to go and to spike their recruitment.
Yeah, that's good.
And so now we'll go with number 19. We're inside the top 20.
19.
Cam Woodbury.
Another Shadow Creek.
Creek.
Oh, stop, Doug. Another Shadow Creek kid is in the top 20 something.
Yeah, Cam gonna take on a big role this year, man. Kid can really score the ball from like all three levels. Strong kid too, super strong. He played really well this summer. Started out with Drive Nation, then finished with I want to say he finished with Texas Impact, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he gonna 6'5", can score, like I said, at all three levels. And him, Cam Ambry, and Sean Jones, man, that's gonna make Shadow Creek one of the favorites in Region 360.
And next up, that's Cam Woodbury. You know, we have Shea Eberwing from the Woodlands, 6'3". What you think about Shea?
Shea's athletic, can score, smooth game. Hit a big shot in the first round of the playoffs for his high school team last year. But yeah, there was also concern. I mean, rumors that he was going to end up at Houston Christian, but I guess it didn't fall through. So I'm pretty sure the Williams happy to have him back. And Shea is supremely talented. Several college coaches have called and asked about him.
So wait a minute, Haller. I don't know if you're paying attention, but I keep scoring with different stuff.
What you do? What you do?
I'm starting to like this 2023 class for a whole different reason right now.
Why? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Tell me what you.
He said he got a lot of vanilla in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I like that. Okay.
They got some M&Ms up in there, man.
Okay.
M&Ms.
I
got some M&Ms.
I like that.
And you look. They got the Backstreet Boys and everything. Look at the pictures. They got the Backstreet Boys. Got some M&Ms.
Oh, Hawkins, Jesse, Jake. I like Jake Pipe.
About those guys too, they play with a lot of swag too, man. They play with a lot of swag, man. Like, you can't tell any one of those dudes that they're not the baddest dude on the court.
Oh, I like that. Keep going, Jim. Keep going.
So in the top from number 19 to number 30,
okay,
only 6 of those are black.
Wow.
Number 19 to 30.
Okay.
How do we count half breeds?
No. If you got 1 ounce of black in you, you're black. Come on.
That's a 5. Now, number 18. Of course, and here we go. You guys, you shout a show right now. Shea
Wait a
Green,
minute. There goes another one. Oh, that's Shay. Okay.
yeah.
So I thought you said 19.
Dawes.
Who's
Keanu
Ke-
Dawes,
Keanu-
6'7",
Keanu Dawes
Stratford
is
High
six-
School.
What y'all call it?
Picked up an offer from Sam Houston State. I want to say Sunday or Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, he has a tremendous upside, man. Stafford has 3 guys, maybe 4, that can get those guys in the playoffs. But speaking of Keanu, man, he's 6'7", athletic, long, can score from outside, slash. He played on the Houston Hoops team, the 16U group. He's really, really talented.
Hey, Jimmy, they ain't gonna have no excuse this year. I'm gonna be at these games this year. I'm gonna. Hey, and if you ball, you get the call. Keep on going. You're gonna get the call on the chop shop if you ball.
Well, here you go. Next up, Corey Hadnot, 6'2" at Cypress Creek High School.
So he had that. Made his name known in the city with his play in the playoffs for Cypress Creek this past year. I think he's going to move up before it's all said and done. He has top 10 potential in this class with his scoring ability.
Dang.
He's just a tough kid. Really didn't play AAU until this past year, so he definitely trended upward in this class.
What was? I got a question, Jug. Was he at the Ruck on the Wood?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay. All right.
He was
Jimmy.
there.
Now we're going into the top 15. This is a different range. Remember, I talked about the range game.
Okay.
Top 15, top 10, top 5. Right? And of course, 1 and 2 is going to always be, well, not always, often it's debatable when you get to 1 and 2, when they're in the junior year. And remember, that 12th grade year, most of the time, that number 1 would do something to separate themselves. Most of the time. It did. Remember, a couple of years ago, they played musical chairs with number 1. Remember, you had Xavier Wheeler, you had Montavious Murphy, then you had the other cat. So now, who's going to be the number 1 right now? And remember, these are RCS Sports top 70 rankings for the class of 2023. We'll go with number 15. We have Jacob Hudson from Concordia Lutheran, 6'2". It's another Concordia Lutheran. What you think about Jacob?
Me and Jacob had this discussion. I've talked to a lot of these kids, so me and him had this discussion or something. I told him if he stopped playing so cool, he could be in the top 5 of this class. That's how talented that kid is. He's a point guard, but can score the ball, defend, athletic. He has all the tools, but sometimes he's just too cool for school. And me and him had several discussions about this summer, and hopefully he lights a fire under and he can play to his full potential.
Too cool for school, Jacob. If you're listening right now, watching right now,
Jacob,
make sure you take that as constructive criticism. And that's the thing. A lot of people think every time you say something that's not either exaggerating or in total support of a kid, then you're hating. And that's just not the case with Doug Jones who's with us right now on the Chop Chop. Now, next up, number 14, Doug. Kentrell Ralston from Aldine Nimitz High School, 6'1".
One of the most talented kids in the class, man. Kid has all the ability in the world. If he just stay calm, keep his head. My brother from another mother, Todd Guido, is the new head coach at Nimitz, so I'm pretty sure he's going to wrap his arms around him and get him on the right track. But that kid is really, really good, man. Been watching him since his 9th grade year.
Number 13, Mason Howell, Legacy at the School of Sports Sciences. He's 6 foot tall. What you think about Mason?
Mason's a great point guard over there, TJ. Smooth, tough, getting athletic. So it's a big gift for Mason, man. They finally handing the reins over to him at Legacy, and they just picked up a big transfer from Louisiana too. That just that announced that he's going to Legacy. So he's going to have pieces around him to be successful.
And
It's a big year for Mason, actually.
yes, could be indeed. Tyshawn Archie from C.E. King High School, 6'1".
I saw that name. Hold up, Doug. Doug, I done heard that name. I think I heard that name at the icebreaker. I mean, at the Ruck on the Wood. Ain't this a name that I heard a lot at the Ruck on the Wood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tyson, top 2 scorers in the city, man. It's really out of him or Wesley Gates. Tyson can really put the ball in the hole, man. That kid can really, really play. Was one of the more consistent guys at CU team last year, to be honest. It's a huge year for him coming up.
Jimmy, you like when we have some C.E. King people play.
Yeah,
I wonder why. But go on to the next one. I wonder why.
C.E. King, we'll talk about them on district previews. See, look out, I'm telling you, they're in a great position right now.
Come on, I like this kid right here.
Traylon Parche
like him.
from Beaumont United, the defending undefeated state champions. He's 6'5". He's not going to be, possibly not going to be in the season opener. Why is that?
Oh, because he's a 2-sport athlete, a star wide receiver on the football team, 6'5", athletic, great hands on the basketball court. If it wasn't for Terrence Arsenault's heroic, he was going to be my pick for MVP of the state tournament game against Kim.
Yeah,
because he was dynamite that game. He was a great rebounder, finish around the rim, and bring that toughness, man, that football toughness.
Next up, of course, we have number 10. We're in the top 10 now, a different range.
Okay, different. Oh, we back to a different range.
Maury McDowell,
I don't know
6'4" from Manville High School.
I don't know him,
Yeah,
Doug.
McDowell's
Help me,
another kid with top 5 potential that could end up in the top 5 before it's all said and done. 6'4", can score, athletic, tough. He's gonna be the leader of the Manville team this year, honestly, because they lost a lot. But this should be a big year for him to show that he can be the man. You know, he played on the Defender 16U. That 16U team had a really good team. A lot of people didn't really talk about those guys, but he's really, really solid and looking forward to big things from him this year with all those seniors going for Manville.
Okay. And Jamari, Hallie, you haven't seen him. He played with the Houston Defenders this past.
Yeah, I never seen him play.
On their, I think on their 16U.
I just wrote his name down. He one of my guys I want to watch.
And next up is number 9.
Who got
we have Jace Posey, straight Jesuit High School.
I like him.
Yeah, son of former NBA player and NBA champion James Posey. And when they got the word athletic in the dictionary, they need to put a picture of this kid on the side of it, man, because he's about as athletic as they come. Could score, defend, plays for a great coach, and Coach Amorosa at State Jesuit. And just he picked up offer from TCU the other day, so
that's
it's only up from him for Coach. I mean, for little Jace.
That's awesome, man. He's athletic. He's athletic as it gets as well. He will put you in the rim. Jace Posey will. Next, number 8, Orlando Horton Jr., 5'8", Houston Christian.
I love him.
School.
I love him.
Yeah, the key to the engine for the Hoop 16U team, man. Love that kid's game. Tough. He gonna compete every possession, man. And when he's scoring it, because he loves to get his teammates involved, but when he's scoring it, his game goes to another level.
And that is Orlando, of course.
Houston Christian gonna be really good this year.
So you're saying that game versus Atascocita at the season opener?
That's gonna be a good one, man. That's gonna be really, really good, man. Because Atascocita got some pieces coming back too, like Angel Johnson, Connor Miller, Caleb Pouncey, AJ Unks. Man, that guy's gonna be good.
David Martinez.
Hold on,
dude. Doug. Then they got a transfer who led Pasadena High School in scoring last year, a little Ortiz. He just transferred to Tascasita.
Kanye Ortiz going over there too?
Look, Kanye, he's already not going over there. He's already enrolled.
Wow.
Yes.
So-
He's at Tascasita.
So you telling me these matchups?
For the two Summer Creek and Tascasita games right now.
Hey, so you telling me these matchups?
I'm in the building. Okay.
These matchups y'all having now, right? I'm sitting here. Hold up. These are big games, man. Y'all matching up these kids at this season opener, man. And there's no such thing as a bad game in a big game.
Get a city what they want.
But it's Jimmy. They said somebody told me a long time ago. It's no such thing as a bad game in a big game.
It's right. Ain't no such thing as a bad game in a big game.
Okay.
You know, especially when you call them out or you wanted a piece of something. You had all season to prepare for the season opener. That's one thing about it. You know, the rest of the games you got 1 day, 2 days, maybe 3 days, a week. You have 6 months to prepare for your season opener. So we're gonna see. Let's get it on Houston Christian. They asked for this game. So at Tascasita, they coming in your backyard. Campbell Center is not far from Tascasita. It's on that side of town.
They should have it. They should have it packed in that joint.
That's gonna be rocking, man. Because Houston Christian gonna bring their entire school student body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
So now we go to number 7 of the top 70. Fred Payne, 6'2" from Legacy, the School of Sports Science. There's 2 from Legacy in the top 15.
Where's his picture at, man? Fred Payne. Huh?
I think you said something.
Fred Payne, where's the picture? So Jimmy, when we don't have the picture up on the board, please, if you know these kids, Tayshawn Archie, we want the picture. Send them a picture that's not on everybody else's website. Send it to Doug Jones and send it to Jimmy. I'm about to say Penny Hardaway, Jimmy Hicks, and so Fred Payne, because I want to know, I want to match the face with the person, man. But come on, Doug, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like you good. Fred Payne came over from Louisiana, so this is gonna be his first high school season playing in the city. But he's a powerful guard that plays for Randy Livingston program out there in Louisiana. Him and Mason gonna make up a really, really good backcourt over there in Legacy this year.
And Hannah, we give you an opportunity to read 1 or 2 of the comments from the viewers, because they don't remember some viewers on the YouTube.
They ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing. Good.
Well, we have some parents on there, and they're looking at their babies, and I see Orlando C. Horton.
Oh.
We just mentioned Orlando Horton. There's one that's read that out so that way people see what he's saying about his son.
Well, if
that way,
I
now we're gonna add some fly to it.
Hold up, Daddy. If I'd have known you was on here, I wouldn't have said. That's one of my favorite players I watched this summer. He said, I appreciate the rankings, but second team, I don't understand the but. I appreciate the rankings, and I thank you. What the but for? Help me out with the but. Second team, Peach Jam. Defensive player, Peach Jam. Top 3 assists in Peach Jam, have been averaging 15 plus since as a freshman. Stay tuned. I didn't get the but though, Mister. Help me out with the but. You know,
who gave the butt? Which
Orlando Horton. He said but, and he said his son is 5'10". He ain't no 5'8". Thank you, Alfio Vizzi, for giving us the picture. Giving us. He said he gonna send a picture of Fred. I guess for Fred Payne, it's on the way. Thank you, Alfio. I like that. I would. We need to have a picture up on these kids, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you, Mr. Horton. I'm glad to hear from the dads. I'm glad to hear. Every time I see the little boy play, he plays well to me. So that's why he's been one of my favorites.
He had a great summer in total. He had a great summer in total. Like not just Peach Jam. He was cooking on off, especially at the couple of games they played at the GMI. He was cooking.
I got you. See, y'all don't understand. I don't want. See, listen to me. Remember I told you. Some of y'all probably missed earlier in the show. Don't worry about Ray Rank. Go, Jimmy, what you tell me? Jimmy told me and my son a long time ago.
Range.
It's range,
Win.
but guess what? If you win,
If you're a point
win
guard,
and you're a point guard, you got to keep winning. So guess
gotta win.
what? Let me tell you something. It's all right to have someone just because he ranked 8. You're gonna say, but wow, unbelief in a city like Houston. I don't know, boy. Hey, all I can say, just win. Keep going, Fred, Doug.
and want to add, of course, when Orlando Harden, he transferred from Clear Falls, where he played this last couple of seasons, and he's
Did Clear Falls win?
They did not meet expectations.
Okay,
But
say
he
no
won
more.
in the but
What's
he
the
won
next
in
guy?
the summer. He won in the summer with
Okay.
the Houston Hoops Blue Chips. That's 16U, and this is going to be a different. Understand, this is going to be a new opportunity for Orlando Harden to surge himself into that last lap around the track. How do you remember? I told you, I gave an analogy, a comparison of him back after I left from watching him in Peace Jam, and he has the ability to get from point A to point B with the ball in his hands. He has a game that's similar to Robert Hatter Jr.
That's the
back when
kid
he
you
was
compared
in-
to. Okay.
Yeah. So and so the thing is, what happens is when you're in situations like him, he has a jacket that has to. The only way you can shed it is to keep winning.
Okay.
And that is his shot selection was a concern to some evaluators, some scouts, some college coaches. And that's know what you do? You start making them buckets because Robert Hatter Jr. The shot selection was his jacket on his back.
Yeah.
He parlayed that in the W's.
Yeah.
And after you win enough, guess what? People get off you from shooting. You open, you can make that shot. You shoot. Then what happens is that's the thing that's why winning, it matters. It matters. The point guards.
Jimmy, he turned into from a shot taker to a shot maker. And that makes a big difference when you're making them shots. You can take them, but you got to make them. But what's the next one? That's a good one, Jimmy. I like that analogy. Thank you, Mr. Harden. What's the next guy?
And so that's keep the comments coming. Keep the comments going. Smurf Melinda from Clearbrook High School, 5'10" at number 6. Howdy, you saw this? You saw him before. You know about little Smurf.
When I saw him? I saw him Ruck on the Wood years ago. I haven't been to no game since. I've been seeing highlights. And guess what? That team he plays on with his brother, they've been winning.
Now, Doug can tell you all about this young fella.
Tell me about him, Jerk. Tell me about Smurf.
Smurf is about as tough as they come, man. If you think you're going to walk the ball up the court against Smurf, then you sadly mistake. Smurf picking you up full court, he's going to make you work, and he's a very, very good point guard on the offensive end, knows how to get guys involved, and just a winner, man. That kid wins. And Clearbrook they parlayed their winning into a primetime game at the season opener.
Okay, I like that.
Indeed,
I like that.
He's tough as it gets. I mean, this young man here.
Think about
it. He's playing. He gets to play alongside his brother. We mentioned his brother in the rankings yesterday, and that's Chemo Melinda. I was thinking about his real name, and so
somebody
this
said turn Doug Mike up.
Okay,
ain't but one person said it. He always got something to say. So just keep on talking. Come on,
we just turned him up a little bit, and so this is going to be good because Clearbrook opens the regular season against Crosby, which features PJ Haggerty. So the Melinda brothers, the Millie Boys, that's what the nickname for them.
I love them.
The Millie Boys.
I've been liking them a long time.
PJ Haggerty on opening night at the Campbell Center, November the 13th. That's going to be rocking as well. But now we're in the top 5. Whole new territory.
Okay.
Remember, it's the range.
Okay.
The range of the guys. And as we look right now, and remember, we use this as teachable moments. These are 11th graders, but the range is really important once they're coming out of the 11th grade and going into the 12th grade. The range for this sake of teaching, look at number 6 through 10. We look at Orlando Horton at number 8. We'll look 3 down.
Okay.
Jace Posey would be the only one of those 3 that has a higher level of recruitment of offers than Orlando Horton right now. So if they went to 12th grade, you could make a case to say, well, Jace Posey is out of range. You see?
In the 12th
Make a
grade.
case.
In the 12th
In the 12th grade, a year from now. But now, Smurf Melinda, Fred Payne, Orlando Horton, does one have an abundance of recruitment right now that's greater than the other one?
Yes.
Doug?
No, I mean Orlando does. He has an Alabama A&M offer, and I think he has a couple of other offers. Also Fred Payne as well. I mean, all 3 of those guys have legit Division I offers. So.
But I thought Jace Posey had somebody just put up there.
Yeah, so I said Jace Posey a while ago. I said you can make a case because if he was in 12th grade, you could make a case that he would be the one that would be out of the range. So that means Jace Posey should be in 12th grade. He would be up higher.
Okay.
That's what. Just look at the range.
Okay, I got you. Keep going.
In the 12th grade.
Okay, in the 12th grade. This is the 11th grade, right?
Yeah, but right now you can see they're sorting and they're morphing themselves into that.
I got you.
And that's it. So
Jim,
now, number 5.
And like Mr. Horton said, just stay. That's all we can do is stay tuned. We all gonna stay tuned because guess what? Now we talking about him on this show. I can't wait to watch him. So let's go to the top 5, Jimmy. Come on.
And I like that as well because he's taking it. He's taking it as, and you use it for motivation.
Of course.
Not for toxic reasons, not for hatred. Use it for motivation, but in a competitive spirit of things. Now, think about it. You're, as somebody mentioned earlier, you're sub 6 foot, and you're in the top 10 in this city as an upperclassman. That's rare. That's rare.
Yeah,
it's rare, guys. I'm telling you.
That's a great point.
Rare. You better be great.
You better be.
At what you do.
You didn't put in some work, but keep going.
You better be great.
Keep going.
Next, number 5, Kenneth Lewis.
I don't know him.
6'5", Booker T. Washington High School.
Okay.
Doug, what you got on him?
Lewis is one of the more talented all-around kids in the city. Athletic, good size, long arms, defend, rebound, scored. One of the main reasons why Yates might not win their district this year. So there you have it. I'm leaning toward picking Booker T as the winner of that district this year, based off Killer Lewis and the kid that's in the 2024 class. So.
Okay. All right.
Next up, Jacob Cole.
I've never seen him play.
6'7", Bel Air High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob Cole has all the tools. He just has to shake that stigma from people, not me, not anybody in the city, but people around the country and other evaluators as being soft. But he has all the tools that you need to be a high major kid.
Number 3, and Jacob Cole, guys, he
6'7".
made through the first cut of USA basketball.
Yeah, I remember that.
And for the trials last month, back in July. Well, that was last month. And so it's going to be promising things because Bel Air opens the season against Elkins High School in the season opener.
So
we'll talk about Elkins.
He's going to go against another guy his size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, Jalen Lowe, 6'1", Thurgood Marshall High School. Doug, that last name sound familiar. Jalen Lowe.
Marlon Lowe, son. Marlon Lowe, little Jalen took huge strides this summer. Started off with the 16U, made the jump to 17U. Pure point guard, crazy basketball IQ, and just a very, very, very good basketball player. has a few offers, Texas Tech, Texas State. Gonna be the key for Marshall this year. Once Chris Marshall gets off the football field, it's gonna be interesting over there at Marshall. But Jalen Lowe is really good.
Indeed, man. And Marshall got a lot of young guys over there too. And this team, I was talking to Coach Courtney last week, man. Marshall, they're good. Marshall might be back. Remember, they went to state in 2017. And, legendary. Understand, Coach Ryan Courtney is one of the very few Hall of Famers who are still actively coaching on the sidelines. So he knows how to put it together if he can get it, and he has the tools. They're young right now, but they got Chris Marshall coming in. They're in the class 5A. And Chris Marshall, man, he's a load right there. He's a load.
Still ain't enough for Beaumont United though.
That's your heart or your head talking, Douglas?
That's my heart and my head talking.
Okay, you remember that. You keep that same energy in February.
Absolutely.
Right after Valentine's Day. Keep that same old energy. And now it's time for number 2 and number 1 in Greater Houston. Of course, remember Tyler Smith had a hold in the number 1 spot for the past year, pretty much, and now he's gone into the overtime elite to pursue a professional career. So now that leaves 2 young men that we haven't said their names. You are very keen to who those 2 are. Somebody got to be number 1 right now. Somebody got to take the second spot right now. But guess what? I got news for both of them, and I'm going to give you in about 4 minutes. But first, Douglas, I'm going to release them at the same time. Number 2 and number 1. Here you guys go. Chris Johnson and Wesley Yates. Chris Johnson's number 2. Wesley Yates takes the top spot. First, tell us about Chris Johnson, Doug.
Chris Johnson, solid all-around guard, really talented, can score, tough, super confident, played on the Hoop 17U. Also made some cameo appearances with Strive for Greatness. He's that dude, man. Like, it's not much you can say wrong with Chris Johnson's basketball game.
And what about Wesley Yates the third?
Wesley Yates the third, man, can score the ball, man. Like, kid can put the ball in the bucket. Getting his body right, so he's getting stronger, more athletic, making plays at the point guard position as well. Once he gets to become a better defender, it's not going to be too many holes in his game. So, like you said, those 2, you can flip-flop them and nobody have a problem with it. So, but at this moment, Wesley Yates gets the top spot because I think he had the better summer all around.
And so so once again, the reason why Wesley is number 1 over Chris Johnson, because here's what some people will wonder, and people that's from afar, they both, if you look to the far right, they both played with the Houston Hoops. Chris Johnson played on the 17 and under team. Wesley Yates played on the 16 under team. So for some people that don't understand, it's like, well, hell, that's like, well, how did the guy that played JV, how did he get ranked higher than the guy that played varsity? Explain that to those who may come from that degree of thinking.
Well, Chris Johnson started off playing with the Hoop 16U. Then he decided to leave to go play with JL3 17. Then it didn't work out, so he came back to play with the Hoop 17U. For me, those 2 teams, I mean, they pretty much played a lot of the same competition outside of when they went to Peach Jam. The Hoop 16s played number 17U team, so like Wesley Yates just had a better overall summer. I mean, that's not knocking Chris Johnson because he had a solid summer, but Wesley Yates took it to another level this summer. And at the TABC event in June, he was like one of the best players there. So
Yeah. And the news that I promised you guys, I saw Chris Johnson last week at the photo shoot for the Houston Area Basketball Coaches Association. And last Wednesday, I think that's what the photo shoot was, if I'm not mistaken. And at that photo shoot, Chris Johnson came up to me. He said, "Man, you got us playing Bel Air at the season opener. I want Beaumont United." Well, Chris Johnson and your Elkins high school teammates, you got your wish. I haven't even released the schedule yet, but I'm letting you know right now, Beaumont United and Elkins going to get it on at the Hoops Giving Classic, November the 24th at Houston Christian High School. That game is going to take place. You're going to get number 1 versus number 2. It's going down. That game is already on the docket. So you hear it first on the Chop Shop. Mark that date. We'll talk about that later on. Beaumont United and Elkins, November the 24th. That's going down. One of them asked for the other one. And guess what? It ain't just one way. Let me add something to it now. It ain't just on Chris Johnson, because Chris Johnson had no idea that the head coach from Beaumont United, he asked for Elkins. He asked for Elkins in the season opener. But at the time, we didn't know Chris Johnson. There were rumors that Chris Johnson may not have been returning to the school. So I wasn't going to lock them in with Elkins, not knowing Chris Johnson was going to be there or not. Then I knew that the football player, what's his name? Doug.
Trevor Porsche?
No, from Elkins, the football.
Fields kid. Fields.
Jackson Fields. Jackson Fields was playing football, so that would be 2 key components that Elkins would have been without. However, Jackson Fields just announced last week he's quitting football to focus on basketball. Chris Johnson is at Elkins. Had I known those 2 pieces were going to be in place, they would have got him at the season opener. But that's a holiday treat. And there you have it, guys.
Coach Green asked for Bel Air too at Rick Nelson event. So Coach Green, he calling out everybody in the city, man.
And so we definitely, what's your last thoughts on this, Doug? We get ready to wrap this thing up. What's your thoughts on this class of 2023 again? And how can people follow you or get in touch with you or email you if they got questions or if they want to send photos to go into these slots where there are no photos listed, so that we can get pictures, people can see how some of these young men kind of get visuals of them other than just names on the paper?
Class of 2023 is a really super talented class. It's going to be fun to watch these kids over the next 2 months at all these fall events to see how they progress going into the season. Because, I don't know, we may re-release the rankings in the magazine with a new list. So, but it's going to be interesting to see those guys, especially all the kids that transferred in their new position, because you can become comfortable at one spot, but when you go into something new, it's a whole different animal. So I'm excited about this season, and you can follow me on Twitter at djones8301 and email me at jones@rcsports.com.
There you have it, Doug, man. Appreciate that. And great job evaluating all those kids. Great job. And the reason I did it like that, to let you guys know, this was not rehearsed. This was not pre-scheduled. This was not pre-planned. Doug gave you guys these evaluations off the cuff. If we had it pre-planned, he would have been on the video screen with us. I just called him and brought it out and brought it dust off the old bat line, and we got it rocking on this Tuesday. So I want to let you guys know that Doug Jones knows your babies. Jeffrey Day was typing alongside while Doug was talking. He was giving comments. If you saw him in the Boom Boom Room, he knows your babies. He's over in the YouTube feed where you can catch Jeffrey Day's comments. You can scroll up and read them all.
Jimmy, I got a comment.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I got a comment, Doug.
They say I don't be in the gym, man. They say I don't watch basketball.
Jimmy, I got a comment.
That's what they say.
I got a comment. Somebody put it up there, so you know I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna have to go at. She said it's quiet as had have been. Let me tell you something. These are the guys that watch these kids. I haven't seen 90% of them play. So when I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's why I be quiet. So when you hear me talking, Marissa, I know what the hell I'm talking about. So just for you to know, since she said this been the quietest how it been, because these guys do this every day. So I sit back and watch and listen to them. So that's why I was quiet, Marissa. Smart people be quiet when the people who know what the hell they talking. When they talking, smart people do that, Marissa. Just to let you know. But Joe,
tell Anson Johnson the Doug Dozen Classic next year is May 20th through the 22nd. I saw him ask that.
Say it again. Say it again so they can hear you.
The Doug's Dozen Classic next year is May 20th through the 22nd. And we're doing 9U through 17U next year.
That's Doug's Dozen Classic, guys. Put it on your calendar. Grassroots coaches out there, May the 22nd weekend, the weekend of May the 22nd, the Doug's Dozen Classic from 9U to 18U, taking them all. And, of course, you guys can send the email jones@rcssports.com. That's Doug Jones' email. Follow him on Twitter today on social media, D Jones, and you'll see it. It'll pop right up. Thanks so much, Big Doug, for the evals. Appreciate that, man. Did a great job of evaluating all of the top 30. You guys can see the whole 70, the list of 70 on rcssports.com. You guys go over to RCS Sports. Also check out Big Doug and see what he wrote about in the VIP news for today as well. You can check that out and become a subscriber to the VIP news. It's only $2.50 a month. That's less than a gallon of gas for a month's worth of intel about what's going on around Greater Houston. Also, you guys don't forget, the Chop Shop, we're still taking emails right now for those of you who wish to advertise on the Chop Shop. Your logo could have been on the screen while we're doing these rankings. Think about all the mamas and the daddies who are consumers that may want to be interested in supporting your businesses, your advertisement. Consider the Chop Shop as the platform to expand your business throughout our basketball community, which reaches not just definitely beyond Greater Houston, where we're based. We have them all over the country watching the Chop Shop daily. Best believe that. But thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Halder, you got something to add?
No, I'm good. That was good. I'm good. Shout out to those young kids. Now the guys, somebody mentioned 2024. I don't think you're going to do that one, right?
Yeah, we'll release them on Thursday. We'll let them come on Thursday. Class of 2024, Thursday. You guys will get that. We'll give a date because we got tomorrow's Women Rock Wednesday. We're expecting a special guest to join us on tomorrow. Listen, a very special and very popular person in basketball. One of the hottest names out there. You guys don't want to miss this conversation, and it's going to take place tomorrow. I'm just telling you, that's all I'm going to give you. It's up to you. You want to miss it, it's on you. It's on you. You want to go watch All My Chillin', that's on you.
Hey, Jimmy, Stephen Woods, of course schools can advertise. You got it. Schools can advertise on this show. Yes. Anybody can advertise. Look, you see them blank spots at the bottom? It's two can go down at the bottom right there. Yeah. We can have it scrolling across like we do. It's just like, hold on, let me show you like this. It can scroll across there like that. You know, we got, hold up, Jimmy. We got a Ferrari, but we ain't took it on the road yet. We've been driving it on the street. We ain't popped no wheelers with this Ferrari yet. So it can do it, of course. Coach, yes, we'd love to have the schools all up here. We put them all up here. Yeah, make it happen.
Hey, Hightower said they're gonna get them another Bryce Griggs over there. They're gonna advertise. Hey, Nimitz, I see head coach Nimitz over there. Hey, you better advertise. If you gonna let Hightower advertise, you better make sure you advertise too.
Yes,
you
sir.
can't let him advertise out you. That's
yes,
the concept.
sir. Hey,
guess
that's
what?
a smart man. Hold up, y'all talking that stuff. I told y'all, Coach Woods don't play no games. That's why he one of my favorite coaches out here. Hey,
and Walter Yates Jr., you on there and you out of state?
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
you want kids to come to your prep? Put your advertisements on the Chop Shop.
And Jimmy, this is my greatest quote from the day. I got to put this on the screen so everybody can see it. Yo, greatest quote from the day. Jalen said, "This was better than my biology class, the Chop Shop." Thank you, Jalen, man. Thank you for joining us today. It's crazy. I mean, and I know it's up and down, but let your contemporaries know. Hey, we talk about them on this show. Stephen A. Smith don't talk about them. Shannon Sharp and them don't talk about them. But on the Chop Shop, we talk about your young people on this show. What happened, Jimmy? Who you laughing at?
Man, I'm just meeting all of them coaches, man. The coach say, if you don't want the coaches dancing in the videos, come to Nimitz High School. That's Coach Patty. He said, if you don't want the coaches dancing.
Hey, man,
man.
this Chop Shop is crazy, man. It's unbelievable.
Off the chain. And
Wow.
say, guys,
I can't wait.
make sure it's that time of the day. If you haven't done so already, share the show on your way out the door. We're going to ask, that's all we ask you to do. Share the show right now on your way out the door on the Chop Shop. We are your midday sports happy hour, the best 120 minutes of your day. Hey, this is what you get. Thanks for all of you guys on your day off.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's all right, and the storm did not inflict a lot of damage. If it was, hopefully it's repairable, and you have the means to get everything done. If not, let us know on the Chop Shop, and we will help you guys to be able to help yourselves. Lastly, if anybody has a relative from Louisiana or in in Greater Houston, if you have somebody that was affected by the Hurricane Nicholas or the recent hurricane in Louisiana, send us an email ASAP with the sizes of the family, so that we can go now and galvanize, and we'll get some items and some clothing. Remember, the season's about to change, guys, and it's expensive to replace a lot of clothing items and whatnot. Everything ain't got to be from the Gucci store. Everything got to be designer, but quality or gently used items, clothing items that must be cleaned or laundered. Then if we will take those and we'll try to deliver them and supply some of these families that got hit. If somebody got hit, if you're from the Matagorda Bay area or one of the areas that got hit by the Hurricane Nicholas, let us, and know somebody, let us, especially if they had a student athlete in the house, boy or girl, it don't matter. Let us know the sizes so we can try to galvanize together and help out some of these families. That's what the Chop Shop is here for. We here to help those that's trying to help themselves and others, their loved ones. That's what we do. Make sure you share the show right now on your way out the door. If you haven't done so, share this show on your way out the door. Thanks so much for everybody who tuned into the Chop Shop. We've been rocking with you guys, and we're going to be right back tomorrow. Don't forget, put your alarm on. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show. That's all I'm going to tell you. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show. And then on Thursday, we got big news on Thursday. We got a young man from out of Greater Houston is going to make his college commitment live on the Chop Shop on Thursday. That's going to be big. So that's going to set the stage, and we'll talk about that topic and some more tomorrow as well. But for now, it's time to slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Tuesday. For Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks.
Bye,
We up out of here, guys.
Bye,
Peace.
Marissa.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, We live.